this really.
I have 25,000 channel points with Sheik. Jesus. I just don't spend them anymore.
That's quite a few.
Use them for a rainy day, goddammit.
Actually,
No, I'm just gonna use them to like constantly change them into the made version, and then when I need
That's
it,
the rainy day I'm thinking
I change
about.
it right back.
it's just gonna make him flicker on screen. Is that what
My
we go?
rainy day is probably considered harassment, but you know,
You know, one of
he
the things
constantly throws things on my head whenever he gets in here, so I'll call it even.
I forgot that is a thing that you can do. I completely forgot.
Idle
I can
curiosity.
head pat him now. Let's see. I could rule 63 him 25 times.
Ooh, the math has been done. We figured the shits out yet, guys.
Hold on. I have an idea.
And speaking of shits, not like that, but I've been told by my friend's parent, not directly to me, but through them, that I curse too much, and it hurt my soul a little bit because I didn't even recall that I was cursing. It's just naturally integrated into my vernacular, so my parent filter is no longer existent. Feels good. Yep. So nice. To truly show that I am a degenerate to my friends' parents. Oh, I hear sporadic typing.
I
I'm telling
mean,
you that we cannot hear him at all over the music. He is completely unbalanced.
Fix your shit, dude. Oh, speaking of music, Pretzel Rocks. Hey, how you do?
Yeah, unlike most viewers, I'm an actual nice person who says when your audio is out of balance.
I feel like I could find some nice D&D music.
Y'all are including music?
No, I just don't like the silence. I like to hear the music, at least for me.
You know, currently I'm not worrying about it that much. I managed to slap General Pedro's lab work on my screen. That's about it.
Alright, apparently Jer is live as well, and so is ours. Let's do this.
Ulta for D&D.
You know, it's like with so many other things that like busted over the last couple of weeks that I had to fix. I'm like, you know what? I can worry about it later. Which, you know, I will.
Here's my screen. Go ahead and make that non-site so I could switch channels. Sign out of that.
Hopefully I can get my full set of newer overlays and stuff working again by Wednesday. Because that would be nice, but we'll see.
Oh shit, I forgot to tweet that I'm live.
How could you?
How could I?
Oh yeah.
It's only the thing that I forget to do all the time. Fuck. Let's get to
You know what? For this first stream, people aren't going to see my character sheet or my roles or whatever. This is a pain in the ass to set up.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. Effort? Since when?
Some other day.
Some other time.
Say hi, friends.
Hi.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
You know what? I should have definitely said, I am not your monkey to do tricks for you. How dare you?
Iris, you still have me close to your heart, and then you
yes,
and share
always
the fucking screen.
This is a gender segregated. This is a gender segregated stream. What did you think? The fuck? the men folk over there and the women's folk here.
Me.
Well, now
okay,
I have to take a look.
And we'll put the neutral people in the middle when I acquire them.
You acquire them.
I need to call. I need to
I'm
call a
terrified.
bear, and I need to call a boy. Hold on. And matter of fact, let me call a Yoshi too. Wait a minute.
Okay, now it's time to be the good friend and check Iris's levels too. I'll be right back.
Okay, please
Thank
do
you.
that. I haven't really added the music yet. I'm still signing in.
Well, there. Let me check on.
I'm gonna freeze
Francis.
for a little bit. Yes, it's me. All
It's
right.
me. It's me. It's Iris. Can't you see?
Can't you see?
God's sake, Jeremy, say something.
Hello,
D&D music.
this is Jeremy, your dungeon master.
This is Jeremy.
I am not plotting anything at all presently.
Okay, Jeremy's really quiet. Everyone else is about at the same level. So
Okay.
you're good.
I have my
welcome
music
to.
playing. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
no,
Well,
it's mom friend time, I guess. Except I try to make sure that you.
Everyone's levels are proper. Thanks, Mom.
I get real pissed
Aw.
when I go into a stream and their levels are all fucked. Like, hey,
Get
So
your
how
shit
quickly
together, bro.
I fixed my shit. It's like,
especially when you see that they have viewers and you're like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Tell
What
them.
are you guys listening to?
okay, that does bother me
Surely
some
not this person.
because, like, especially when someone's sound is super jacked up and they're like, "Hey, how's my sound?" and someone just like arbitrarily goes, "Yeah, sounds fine." I was like, really?
Or like that one time I was streaming muted for 20 minutes and then like a fifth person came in and was like, hey, by the
Tragic.
way, you're muted. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, the other four, where the fuck have you been?
Where the fuck were you guys at?
I
Goddamn.
muted you. You think I do audio level checks before I start?
I want to combine everyone's pictures because I know we have like temporary character pictures
for right now.
for right now. Until I finally decide that, you know, I am good enough to draw you guys.
Draw.
I still have a shaky
like how
logo.
everyone's a bit louder on the stream than Iris. Okay, so you're telling me Iris is. Wait.
It's been a long time since someone told me I was quiet. I get told I'm too loud at work all the time.
Nah.
God damn.
Hold on. I gotta boost.
That's the reason why my voice is out. So it's not without a grain of truth. I do scream at work.
Well, that'll explain why. Because Fanta's on 200 and Iris was not on 200.
That's nice.
To be fair,
Yeah, the individual audio.
Fanta doesn't scream.
To be fair.
Not unless someone's about to die.
Try not to scream.
Yeah, the difference is
before...
doesn't and tries not to.
Yes.
Isn't it?
That is very key. It's very key.
Is that before or after you see your slime child after all these months and you're like,
holy shit, if Jeremy gives me my slime child in the first episode, I swear to Christ. Oh my god, I'm already losing it right now.
I'm afraid.
Still mad about the dead guy.
Which dead
guy? Daniel?
Daniel. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord and Savior? Daniel.
Pissed.
Daniel.
I mean, you don't know.
You saw him. I mean, you did see him.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to do that. I didn't ask him for that shit. That's fucked up.
Fucked me up.
Yeah, no, you telling me you sacrifice yourself for me, so now I owe you some shit? Fuck you.
Oh, no, you don't owe him anything.
Oh, no, I know that, but internally, I'll always know.
I will always know.
Well,
my heart will go on, and I'll always remember.
You know, in the weirdest way possible, why don't you make me a religion check?
Right.
Daniel will always know.
What do I roll for a religion check? D10, D8?
It's a D20.
Okay.
Any ability checks are 20. And you could just click on your thingy. You could just click on the check and it'll roll it automatically for you.
Oh yeah. And I
Yeah,
had
that's a
plus 3 to
beautiful
religion.
thing.
I
I thought you
wanted to
had. Wait, hold on.
live.
That seems wrong. What?
My
thought you
heart will always go on with the sounds of fuck you.
You said what, Iris?
I thought you had a higher modifier to your religion.
No, my
because
highest
you're a paladin.
modifiers are to insight and medicine.
Oh, okay.
And then my second highest are persuasion and religion.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
religion is intelligence based rather than wisdom based. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm wise as fuck, but I'm stupid.
you have a +1 to intelligence. That's not stupid.
It's just a +1.
The average person in D&D has a -1.
Why?
Helium. Okay. Helio.
Yes.
Okay.
Because so hypothetically speaking, a 10 is the average like
Oh no! My shit's gonna.
base stat for like an NPC, but like much like adventurers, no one just has uniform stats, and your average peasant tends to do like a lot more physical labor than they do studying. So they'll usually have a minor bonus to like strength or constitution and a penalty to intelligence. It's just the way it works out. But like an average person from our world would have like an intelligence of 10, which has a bonus of nothing. So you are in fact smarter than the average person. You just aren't a super genius.
You're smarter than the average bear, Yogi.
Get out of here, bro. Yeah.
What's that little bear that he always interacted with?
Boo boo.
Boo boo. Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo. I'm smarter than the average bear.
I'm
What
smarter
a
than the average
picnic
bear.
baskets.
See, I'm
why
tempted to
I
look
know how
up
to get
how
into the picnic
smart a
basket.
bear actually is, and I have no idea. But I'm not going to do that. How'd your religion check come in?
Oh, you actually checked
Oh.
that. Check that.
I think I got a 12 or something. Not great.
Oh, okay.
I didn't study hard.
Well, it was kind of an obscure subject anyway, so.
Listen, if you didn't think that I bullshitted my way through paladin class in my paladin in my paladin college.
In my paladin college.
Paladins are not scholars, generally speaking. They're the church's stick. Like,
Is that a heretic?
yeah, kinda. Like they tend to be recruited for being large and trustworthy.
I kind of
Present company hilarious, but
See, I kind of just thought of an idea for like what type of paladin like Frel could end up being, and all I could think was 40K. Like, all I could think was, eventually I'm gonna hear Frel say, "I smell heretics," and it's gonna be like, "It's time to go, time to go." Fanaticism.
Oddly, my backstory would make that kind of impossible. Well, not impossible, but it would make that far less likely.
Yeah, I don't really see Frill being the sort of person to bellow for the Emperor and charge into battle.
It's probably more so for myself.
Or possibly get the Emperor.
Fro, what kind of armor are you wearing? Let's see. I can tell you which one it's not, but I can tell you it's a dark color, and I will probably do some mental damage to you. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yes. Chaos Space Marine Frill. Now there would be the thing. So when last we left all y'all, you had just climbed out of a crypt from saving Bob and Bob Sr. and obtaining a magical artifact that had been used to summon some kind of demon none of you were really familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
You did successfully put it down with a little bit of help from the wayward god Daniel, who has now vanished. As far as
fuck that guy. All my homies hate Daniel.
I personally loved Daniel.
What?
I liked Daniel. We was cool.
Daniel a lot.
You know, out of anyone you've met and with relationship to like the church or religious authorities, he definitely was the straightest shooter. Because anytime he told you he was going to do something, he did in fact do it.
This is true.
Although,
can't deny.
Well,
These
my
other
opinion
brothers
on
can't
Daniel
deny.
will not be changing right now. I will keep that in mind for future reference. Fuck Daniel.
Fuck Daniel.
Fuck Daniel. Oh no.
Well, that's when last you saw him, he was dispersing into the ether, so who knows? Maybe he's not around.
Are we still on the same Tailspire thing?
No Tailspire. There is no Tailspire.
No Tailspire.
No Tailspire. No
It-
Tailspire.
Your Dungeon Master's Tailspire assets have been tanked.
Well, that's
They
bad
have
news
been
because I was
compromised.
counting on Tailspire, and I don't have a stream set up, so I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We're just gonna.
We're
If you
changing
see-
this shit up right now.
Oh, okay,
We're
that's
just-
great. I love it.
We're just gonna close something up. I closed Tailspire. You just see Jer standing there on my screen with the
Yeah, no, I saw Shiki had Tailspire open too. It's just really funny seeing Jeremy's legs though.
This is the third time in a row where Jer has to explain what happened to Tailspire. You guys didn't catch me ask it earlier.
Nope.
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 All right then. I'm turning off Steam anyway. That's good.
Well, for those both streaming and anyone who happens to be in the audience, what happened was about 2 weeks ago, my operating system turned inside out.
You see what happened was.
And what happened was, you see, my computer went all pear-shaped and stopped working on account of a bad Windows update, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with heading you at one point or another in your life. And, well, a great many things were backed up. My streaming-related Dungeons & Dragons assets were not among them.
Can we get a F in the chat or in a moment of silence?
Everyone, just shh.
All right, F over. Keep explaining.
Yes, please.
But as we move on, I do plan to rebuild and reintroduce them over time. You know, just have to actually do it. As most of you are aware, the last 3 months for me have been an average of 96 to 98 hour days, not days, weeks. So they have not yet figured out how to cram that many hours into a day, mercifully. If they had, I guarantee you at least one of my employers would try to get me to work that.
Yeah, horrifically so.
Let's make Jeremy a science teacher, please. Mad scientist, science teacher. Let's go.
Who wants to learn some exciting physics?
Exciting physics. Not scary at all.
Of course not. Well, I was a chemist.
Kids, you're about to learn something really fun.
Well, you know, chemists get to do things like light the entire floor of the classroom on fire without killing anyone, you know? It's not Despite claims to the contrary, chemistry is not just applied physics, so it doesn't quite translate as cleanly. At any rate, you are in possession of a tablet, specifically, in case you didn't remember what it was, which is a magical artifact that you are supposed to be returning to Halo's father.
Yeah?
Yep.
Supposed to? Okay.
I mean, you're an adventuring party.
Yeah.
Technically, that was one of the things that you were asked to do. 2 of you are being paid to do it. The other one just has to.
Damn, that sucks, bro. What kind of loser isn't getting paid for this shit?
Sucks to be them. Gosh. I couldn't imagine not getting paid. I need that to like eat and buy all my books.
Well, sometimes that happens when you're the illegitimate son of a prominent family.
Damn, somebody here is illegitimate? Fuck.
Yeah, they may have specifically put that into the backstory, and I remembered it, so.
Look at you.
I mean,
I'm just gonna stand over here in the corner. I'm just gonna.
That's probably best.
But,
okay, I got my life together.
Kern.
You sure?
No, actually. All right, now I'm sure.
Currently, the city of Black Glass, which is where you're based, is just a few miles up the road. Well, figuratively speaking, there is not, in fact, a road out here. There is, at best, a mildly treaded path, because most people don't go to crypts deep in the woods.
What are we, some crypt keepers or something?
You're basically the opposite of a crypt. Yes, you're more like grave robbers. Although, technically speaking, this particular crypt is in your family tree, so like I'm not sure exactly how that translates out.
I was just seeing relatives. I don't know what everybody.
Admittedly, the majority of the people that you met in the crypt definitely didn't belong there. So.
Yeah.
So wait, to just clarify, the crypt does belong to Helios' family, but the people who were in there were not supposed to be there.
Correct.
Meaning, but like, did they also furnish the crypt?
They did, actually.
They furnished the crypt.
Yeah, before they got there, it was, a crypt. Specifically one that people don't come to very often, so it would have been like covered in cobwebs and moss and like kind of run down. Smells bad because it's also underground. But when you arrived, it was tidy, orderly, and looked like someone had just refurnished the place recently. It had working labs in it, a rather large ritual chamber, which is where that aforementioned summoning was performed.
Iris' child.
Yes. That I banished to hell.
They
something like yes.
They want flip my crypt.
Yes.
Oh, I was wondering what that episode of Flip My Crypt was.
It seems so random.
Well, you do recall that during your time over there, it seemed like they had done something weird to specifically the passage of time, because like once you arrived at the location, the time of day didn't seem to change any.
Yes, I do remember that. The moon seemed to not move in the sky, and we were just like,
"Yep,
the hell?"
It did
get darker. The sky did change, didn't it?
No.
I mean, we saw like hole in it or some shit.
Something weird was going on with the sky aside from the moon not moving. There was something else buck wild.
Or like a hurricane-looking clouds, something like that.
Something.
I don't know. God's speaking. He'll probably tell us.
He will. You're right.
there was like a cloud coverage that moved in over the area, like one of your grand old movie Perpetual Storms, although without the rain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But like beyond that, it stayed the same time of day the whole time you were out there, or I guess time of night. Despite the fact that you technically spent several days worth of time out there, and about 70, not 70, 24 full hours worth of sleep. So
that's a lot of sleep.
We was sleepy boys. Are you criticizing us?
We had to get 80 hours, 80 weeks.
So sometimes you need a long rest.
You don't want to take the beauty sleep out of the rock.
I'll lose my shine. That's all I got, bro. Otherwise, I'm just a pebble.
No, I'll lose my shine. Damn.
You really gonna take the shine from an old rock?
Personally, no. Other items of interest that you noticed along the way were what appeared to be some sort of clockwork constructs. Non-operational, but under construction. The cultists that were running around down there had a habit of essentially scooping themselves back together if you left them alone for long enough. Or more accurately, any of them that you hadn't killed came by and put their comrades back together when you weren't looking.
Oh yeah, totally forgot that.
And also remember, we did decapitate somebody.
I don't think there was a lot of cases where a lot of people were not decapitated, actually.
It was one person that we did decapitate.
In more cases than not, they would have gotten decapitated.
I mean, some of them were bisected, so...
Or they got spears up their bum.
Yeah, that's true. One soldier demon got a spear right up the backside.
The very first spirit demon that we got.
Oh god, that poor guy. He's still limping in hell.
Played a game of Infernal Tennis with some imps. Chased
the hernia getting worse and worse with each volley.
Girl just went to town on a whole lot of people down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not often allowed to show my full potential, and when I am, why would I squander that? I have no consequences to murdering any of these fucks. Let's go.
I'm getting paid to do so, in fact.
I was there to get an item, and also, I never get to cut loose.
We were there to save Bob, technically.
Well, that was the...
And his son, Bob Jr., right?
Technically, it was Bob Sr. and Bob. Yeah. But it's the same difference.
Bob Sr. and Bob. Okay, yeah.
The Bobs.
Yeah.
Bobs with their bob cuts.
Just bobbing about.
Bobbing about.
Just Bobs being Bobs.
Just a couple of grave robbers. They were the ones that were supposed to get the tablet that you now have.
Mm-hmm.
One of the three of you knew going into it that the tablet was down there and you should try and pick it up. Although that it was a tablet specifically was not actually conveyed to Hilo, just that there was a powerful magical artifact he was supposed to be scooping up because that's what the Bobs were after. And if the Bobs hadn't been after something of some importance, Hilo's father wouldn't have bothered to send anyone at all. So
yeah.
It must not be that important since he sent his bastard son.
That's what you start with.
Yeah, then you get the good siblings.
Yeah, you send the least important sibling first. Actually, technically, he sent Bob first. When Bob didn't come back, he sent Halo. If Halo didn't come back, then he would send someone that he might be a little more perturbed about losing. No offense.
maybe
sure
with
he
me
meets goals
returning
then.
this item, I will actually get, the love that I was seeking from my parents,
And I deserve.
from my stepfather.
Yeah, sorry. The Rock and I need to convince you that we know that's not going to happen. You will never get the love you deserve. And
I
you need
still
to
think
murder
you
your
guys
family.
are. What is it? I still think you are a monk
Oh, no, 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 no,
and a
no, no,
fighter.
no.
No.
You have fully like been convinced otherwise based off of our 24 hours of being together.
Oh, it was
No,
It was
I
over
think
24 hours.
I
That
think
was
you
just
came
24
to
hours of sleep.
I
yeah.
think you came to that realization pretty quick after a while that we were not what we said we were, or what you convinced yourself we
I was going to
was.
say,
We never told you.
technically,
We never
Halo
told you
came to
that shit
that
right there, bro.
conclusion on its own. But yeah, no, you are aware of the fact that Crystal is Druid and Frel is Plaid at this point.
Okay.
Although that particular deception would be the wrong word. Detail. That particular detail did stay out of reach for a considerable period of time, much to the amusement of your party members.
Shit, I gotta get up. I gotta get my charger. Fuck. It tried to tell me this like 5 minutes ago and I forgot.
It's okay.
Man,
I'm
we're
just
still
gonna
in the intro. How the fuck does Jeremy put up with us?
I don't know.
Easily.
He loves us. Maybe.
God, that's a flaw on his part, ain't it?
We're not supposed to say that out loud.
You
Well,
think I have any tact whatsoever?
You have a pact with your demon.
Tact.
tact.
Oh, sorry.
And the answer is yes. Whether or not you choose to deploy it is an entirely separate question.
All right, fair point. Continue with your intro, God.
Well, behind you, the sky has cleared up, and it is day now. So, whatever was happening with the local time appears to have alleviated. But yeah, you are standing in the woods, not too far away from where you just were, holding a powerful magical object, more than a few demonic tomes, rolls, and an assortment of magical reagents that you looted from the place.
Don't forget
If I recall
magical
correctly, I have
clothes.
a handful of like seeds of some kind as well, like wheat seeds from that old lady's body.
Yes.
And I have one of the cultists' cloaks.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You all right there, Crystal?
What?
There
Oh,
we go.
no.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, she's still robot-y.
Did I turn into a robot?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said not a robot. Oh no!
I think you're
Someone's scrambled the rock.
Damn it.
No, don't scramble rock. Someone
Rock.
unscramble rock, please.
Okay, you're coming good now.
Am I coming back? Am
Yes.
I back? Okay. I did
All
not
right.
mean to be like this.
Well, there's more distortion
wonky.
again. Well, what is streaming without scuff?
I know, right?
Well, I'm just gonna stop the stream.
Just saying. Yeah. So, here you stand. You want to head back to town?
Question. Who specifically is holding the magical tablet?
Actually, I don't have that written down, so I don't know.
Well,
Someone should have it in their
randomly roll a
thing.
die?
We can.
Well, I would, except I lost my little booklet that I usually keep because it's been how many fucking months since we done this?
I have
Sure.
my. You got inventory in D&D and Beyond.
But did we put
Who
it in
keeps
there?
track of it
I
there?
have
a
been
little
faithfully,
physical book
'cause-
that I write things down in.
I've been faithfully using it. I got infernal Bibles and scrolls of demons and whatnot. I got all the things. I know what I got.
Man, it sounds like you were prepared. That's kind of lame.
I just
Uh,
don't have the memory of a peanut, and I don't want to forget if I have something. So I know for facts I don't have the tablet. You
Our-
guys
ours
can
has
roll
been
to
very well
either,
organized.
but I lost my book.
both of you can roll to see if you have it.
I'm checking right now. I'm actually checking my inventory right now.
I mean, if I was going to say statistically who ended up with
Could
it,
be Helio for sure.
It could be me. I don't have, but I don't have it in here because I was putting my stuff in there. So
I think it could be Crystal or I, because what if we just lost the tablet back in the
It's not me. I don't have the tablet.
Okay, if you don't have it
tablet.
and Helio doesn't have it, then I guess I have it. Let's say I have it. I have magical tablet of supreme importance, and
Okay.
I am trying not to mention it in front of Helium.
okay,
Super wild.
yeah.
I
have to find the
mean,
book. That shit's important.
historically, anything that didn't end up in Hilo's hands ended up in Crystal's hands, like in terms of like
If it's anything that had scrawl on it, for sure it ended up in my hands.
yeah,
Yeah,
our
it is-
resident scholar definitely did not allow anything with writing to escape her grasp.
Yes. I had to fight to get a damn book to read from Crystal.
The only reason why it is that I know she doesn't have it is because Iris is meticulous about writing everything she picked up down, too.
I know exactly how many demonic scrolls I have in my possession.
I'm
among
pretty
other
fucking
things.
meticulous as well. I just don't have the book.
And
That's-
I made sure mine, like I was writing mine down in
How dare you lose the book? To be precise, I have 4 demon summoning scrolls
there
Yes.
is one
Why?
other place.
and a
Let me
list of demon names,
I think devil names.
an infernal Bible, a book of infernal spells. What else I got?
Iris is about to change up her entire class on us.
These were just things, and I thought they would be helpful because we were in a crypt full of demon worshippers. I thought maybe the whole thing about like what was going on outside and fighting them would help, and maybe it'll help me with some other things that I'm looking into.
Okay, so I found the book. I have 13 healing salve, a handful of wheat seeds, 37 gold, I think, or GP, whatever that is.
That's
and,
gold.
Focus.
Magic.
Magic.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, right under it.
Where it has
was-
been
it
the
was
whole
deep in my
time.
pocket. It was deep in my
The
pocket.
whole time.
It's crazy how that works, right? Oh, well, I guess we could carry on.
All right, so we're all together. How far away, like, are we from the next, like, the next town? Are we like still like in the woods going to the next
Well,
town?
We're
Or are
not
we
far
actually
away
there?
from the dungeon.
Black Glass is about 10 miles up the road, which makes it the closest city or village. In this case, city.
I
And
kind
is that where we're contractually obligated to take the tablet back to?
I mean, it's where Hilo lives, / his father is at. It's certainly where he found the two of you. Now, whether or not you're contractually obligated to go there is a matter of debate, being as technically speaking, you were hired under the table for this job. So, there's no contract per se, just sort of a handshake operation about rescuing some old guy. This particular magic object was not ever specifically discussed as part of this operation.
Yeah, if I knew I would be finding a magical object for the fucking pigs, I wouldn't have done it.
Technically, when you were hired, you didn't even realize that Halo was a cop.
Exactly.
I'm just an investigator.
Did he already tell us that his family is a bunch of cops, or do we just know that Helio is cops?
I'm the only. I was sent to the magical police. My family they run different things from science to military to city politics.
Wait, so
Bro,
you're
that's wild. I don't remember anything. I thought the whole family was cops.
There are definitely more members of the extended family than just Halo in the police, but like they're not all of the cops.
Yeah.
Also, some of the other families in town, not that you specifically would know this, but do have leverage over the police, so they don't have complete dominion over what they get up to.
I want to have. Do we know what's on this tablet? Have we looked at it yet?
No,
I had to try to transcribe it.
I mean,
Oh, it's
if
in
you
a
want
different language. God.
define a different language, what language? What language did you think it was in?
I mean,
Well-
is it in common? Is it written in what? Like,
It's
it
written
have
in
a language on it
primordial,
as well?
which
yeah, does it have anything? What does it have? Is it a cookbook? What is it?
it's written in primordial. Which,
None of us can read primordial.
I can read primordial, actually.
yeah.
All right.
I would like to read this tablet.
Okay.
What
Okay.
it say? Tell me, God.
Make an
Well, you
Arcana
gotta roll
check.
I gotta roll to read.
Yes.
What roll is that?
Okay, so you understand English, right? But if I gave you, like, say, a graduate level chemistry textbook, opened it to a random page, and asked you to tell
Hey,
me what it was
you're
saying,
right. Can I really actually grasp the concepts? What kind of thing is this? Yeah, go ahead. What kind of check is this?
It's an Arcana check.
Okay. I got an 8 plus 2, 10.
Sure says a
Which is
lot.
bullshit. It says a lot. Can I at least read one thing out loud?
I mean,
what
you
it say?
could read the entire thing out loud if you want.
I go to a random paragraph and
The question is
read.
whether or not you understand what it says. Statistically speaking, it's some sort of a magic artifact covered with writing on one side, so it almost certainly casts some form of spell. You
was
found
about
it
to
in
say,
the
can I at
possession of
least-
some people who had recently summoned a rather large and aggressive demon.
Does
So,
anything-
statistically, you could probably survive.
Does anything stick out to me, considering that I have like a list of demon names and whatnot? Does anything seem familiar?
Have you rolled
What I'm
for
looking at?
Arcana yet?
I did. I got a 10.
Got 10. Yeah.
Does anything seem familiar to me?
Make an investigation roll.
Crap. 11. My rolls are shit.
Yeah, not really.
Okay,
Though,
so I
though
just
to be
noticed some
fair,
primordial
the
written
tablet's
tablet.
written in primordial, the list is written in infernal, so, you know,
Great.
there's a linguistic divide there. They don't necessarily exactly match up.
Understood.
I say, let's get the fuck away from this crib and let's get to some sort of safety because God knows what the fuck else is out here, and we can figure this out in the safety of 4 walls versus, 1,000-acre forest.
Okay,
As long as I'm
then
around, shit's safe as fuck.
I
I
mean,
just
get bonked over the head and
I
mean,
just know that before we enter whatever city fucking walls we go through, I need to learn more about this tablet. Because we almost died to get it. It's related to demons, and I know of a prophecy or myth that is somewhat related to demons that may bring the downfall of this entire country. So
And
I
for
need to
some
know what
reason,
this is.
Helium, your family wants it.
I do not feel as if I can pass this along without figuring this out a little bit more. So yes, we can find shelter if we really want to, but I don't feel like going to this city until I know a little bit more about this tableau.
I mean, from Halo's perspective, to be fair, they already had the tablet. It was just in the crypt.
Yeah.
And
But
the fact
we
that-
already determined that some forces outside of the family moved into that crypt.
That's
This
true.
was not
Also,
the
he's
Catholic
never mentioned that it was, in fact, a family crypt.
Mm.
Oh,
So,
but
we don't
my
know that.
employer wants this tablet. What, or do I
Well-
not know that?
I mean, you know now. Yeah.
How about this? In the sake of us getting to somewhere safe and rightfully and justly, we'll do this. We get to the next city.
Mm.
We'll buy some time to rest up and get ourselves out of this predicament. But in that time of resting, it gives Crystal some time to research this tablet. And on top of that, I'll buy some time with my father, or at least I will attempt to, and try to give us as much time as we can so that you can learn some things. If
If
you're
I can
feeling
hide
like
Crystal, I have a couple of libraries I can get her into that she might love.
that's fine. all I ask is like it be eventually returned to my family. But
After we determine what it's for.
So, Halo, you know for a fact that if you walk into the city with that thing, your father is basically going to be on you for it the instant you walk into the city limits. Like,
but they don't know that, right?
Oh,
Can
shit.
that you
Can I roll for,
have
can I roll
it.
for deception? No,
I
no, no, no,
already
no.
indicated that I don't want to go to the city.
No,
So-
that Frel and Crystal don't know that my family would be immediately on us like white on rice.
No, I suppose we wouldn't know. But
I mean,
but Crystal
technically-
doesn't want to go to the city anyway.
Oh, even without that, I don't want to enter the city with this tablet without knowing what it is first. I don't care about the potentials. That's
Are there any other cities nearby we can go to, Jer?
Yeah, you could go to the village of Eastbrook.
What's there?
Is that the suburbs?
have?
What?
Not the
It is
suburbs.
a farming community.
Ooh, farmer, come on.
Good enough. Place to sleep and eat. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I'm Helio. I'm easygoing. I like these people.
Oh, damn. He likes us? What?
Oh shit, we're liked.
All I've done for the entire time I've known Helium is get his name wrong in various ways and insult him. And
Now
he
just
likes me. Man,
Now just imagine the things that I had to go through as a child to say like, hey, you know the things that I had to go through just to get that and say like, this could be worse. You could, be doing a lot more horrible things to me
that's a
and
fair
calling
point.
out. So
How do we initiate traveling to the city, Jer? Or this village, rather?
Well, you tell me that you're headed that direction, which is basically So Black Glass was to the east. You're headed west. It's about 20 miles. So, I make some random encounter checks.
Okay.
Alright. We are headed to that village of whatever name you just gave us.
That has farmers in them.
we're going
Yep.
to the farming land.
It is called Eastbrook.
Eastbrook.
Eastbrook. Farming suburbs.
Man, my Abby does not know what to do when I'm smiling. She just like flips between angry and surprised.
I'm so-
Angry and surprised. All right, we're off to see the farmers, the wonderful farmers of us.
Okay.
We're singing that song the whole time.
Time.
Fro, I interrupt our dandy little song because my interest is 10,000% piqued about these libraries that you were talking about. Are they on the way to the farming suburbs? Yes, you say?
No, they're
Oh,
in the
fuck no.
opposite direction in the city.
Yeah, no.
It will be in the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
In the-
Where?
In the city.
In the
Black
city
Glass.
that I said that I'm not going to?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Fuck.
I hate to tell you this,
technically,
but like the
all over
likelihood
the
that
land,
there's more than one or two printed objects at all in Eastbrook is pretty low.
yeah, and like technically in many major cities across the map, there are libraries that I, as a paladin and as somebody of the cloth, can exclusively get into
This is true.
for
yes.
now, and
Brella is special.
a little.
Okay.
You are significantly special. There are many people who wear armor and a holy symbol on their chest and call themselves paladins. Most of them are fighters. Which is to say, they don't have any magic power. So, they say,
Sounds lame as fuck.
help me, God. And God says, I'm busy.
And then when
You-
they win, they attribute it to God anyway. So
Yes, they do.
Call me in 30 minutes.
Hmm.
I'm in the shower. Give me a second. That's what God replies with.
Not on the shower. No, God's like, hey, did you remember that one time you didn't put the chicken in the sink to thaw it? Remember?
I do.
your mama's ass whooping was not punishment enough.
Similarly, most like clerics / priests can't use magic. It's only
kinda
like
lame.
a small portion of them can.
But either way, yes, Crystal, I like you. So if there is some way that I could hide you, or you could take animal form and hide in my robes while I slip you into some kind of exclusive religious library that you want access to, I'm fine with that. But there's not going to be any in this tiny village town.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, this is a temporary situation anyway, just to get us all, in comfortable situation. So yes, okay.
All right.
Continuing to the farm suburbs.
Well, as you head that direction, when you're about 2 miles outside of where Eastbrook is, you start coming across burnt trees.
Ah, shit.
Ah, fuck.
And
Okay.
looks like someone kicked up quite a fuss near here.
Are there does there appear to be any casualties that I can just see?
Make a perception check.
I will as well.
I will as well.
Okay.
18 plus 2, 20.
23.
Ah,
I can see everything.
15.
you see
The
so
molecule
much.
moving in the
my
air.
+3, but I'll share my screen with you because that sounds like cheaty as fuck. But I swear to God, guys,
I trust you.
I got 15. By the way, guys, for my stream, I am rolling with IRL dice until I get my dice setter ready
Okay.
because I thought we were going to be using Tailspire. So,
That's fair.
Okay. So 23 is.
I got a 15, Jer. No bonus.
Okay. Well, Crystal and Frel, notice what appears to be a hand in some of the scorched bushes nearby.
Uh-oh.
Hand?
Ooh.
Yeah, they don't appear to be like
Hand?
just a hand.
A
Severed
not
hand?
decapitated.
Yes,
severed hand.
it is a severed hand.
Does it
Is it
appear to be
also burned?
damaged? Yeah, there you go.
I mean, apart from being severed.
Yeah.
Perfectly
Is it
severed
scorched?
and cooked hand.
No,
Is
it's
it medium rare? Or
Is it
Oh my
roasted the way you like them?
it's raw.
Okay.
Does the meat fall off the bone tender?
I
It's
have
raw.
I have typed the word raw in my notes.
I'm not cannibal.
Oh my
I just
god,
got out
you're
of a dungeon. I've been fighting. I've been protecting people. I'm hungry.
You have rations.
What have we been eating?
you have food.
Oh, we have been eating rashes this whole time. What is rations?
What about meats?
It's space food, ain't it? Rations ain't rations.
It depends on where you're from, actually. Like, sometimes it's, like, basically dehydrated bread, which is to
We've
say,
been eating
like,
dry-ass
hardtack.
rations for 3 bloody days. I
But
need my meats.
in this portion of the world, it tends to be a combination of, like, dried berries and jerky.
All right, I've had my meats. Never mind. I won't eat the hand.
All right. So we notice that there is a singular severed hand in the burning bush.
The bushes are not.
Burnt bush.
It's a scorched bush. It's not burning presently.
Is it like complete? Like, are all the leaves gone? Is it? How burned is it?
It's pretty burned. There's like a couple of leaves towards the ground, but mostly.
Okay. And the trees, I'd like to look at those closely to see if I can determine if this was a magical, or like use an ability, I don't know what I have, to determine if this was a magical fire or a naturally occurring fire. If humans had a hand in it.
Make an Arcana check.
Got it. Only 6.
Can I aid in that as well?
Sure is burnt.
I got a 5. I agree. I concur. So burnt this is.
That very crispy wood.
I'll roll an Arcana check. Hold on.
This is bullshit. I'm proficient in these things, and I get the shittiest rolls for them.
So I got a 19.
Finally, so a magician, dependable. Actually, you're a sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Yes. He's one of the rare sorcerers that, in fact, studied somewhere along the way. But in your defense, in the typical, like, learning environment, what a tree looks like when it's blasted with firebolts doesn't come up that often. This is a tree that's been blasted by firebolts.
We would just have to see if... Oh, okay. Understood. So this was a magical encounter. The only casualty we can tell from, based off our perception check, is that there's a severed hand somewhere.
Mhm.
Can we presume that maybe someone blew themselves up? They just were shitty at their own magic?
It's unlikely. Usually if someone blows themselves up, there's more than a hand left over.
Oh.
What are we, magical CSI?
Well,
You are a cop. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's a magnitude thing.
You
Like,
investigate, motherfucker. What do you mean? Yeah.
if it's sufficient
This is your job.
to vaporize most of the person, then it usually leaves like a crater, and like you don't have to
Plus,
ask
this man
yourself, was
isn't
this a
cooked
magical
through, so
event?
It probably wasn't.
Was this a clean severance?
No, it's probably with a weapon. It's probably dirty as fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably. I mean, I could.
Well, you're proficient in medicine, so
I am.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and I have.
I did acquire an
investigation.
18 with that.
no, it's not actually a very clean cut. like the bone is shattered rather than like cut through. So if you were to guess, this hand was not severed by like a sword or an axe or something like that, but like someone just smacked someone hard enough with a blunt object that their hand came off.
Let's keep walking to the city. I don't know if I want to.
Let us be thou prepared. But it got smacked directly off of the person.
All right.
It may have taken one or two strikes, but
Someone said, "Get your hand out my cookie jar." And said, "Whoops," and said, "You know what? I'm just gonna put this over here."
I mean, in fairness, it is possible for a farmer to do that to somebody. You are aware.
Farmers can just smack your hand off.
Yeah, because they spend all day doing heavy labor and carrying around.
Hey, listen here, Karen. Don't talk to me like that's a natural occurrence in this world, too. I know some people who do some heavy labor. They cannot smack my hand hard enough.
It depends what they're holding at the time.
You're right. I guess a blunt. You said a blunt object potentially as well.
Yeah.
Is there a trail of destruction? Can we see where this burning begins and ends, or like leads to?
Definitely starts here. There's like a 60-foot pause where everything seems basically normal, and then there's another like sporadic spread of scorched plants.
All right, gang. Do we care to save the day, or are we gonna keep walking to Eden?
Eastbrook.
Eastbrook.
So named because of
Eldritch.
you go up far enough, there's going to be a brook that runs.
And it's to the east.
Yeah, well, the east of
These
the
farmers are brilliant.
So, just to be clear, because I think I missed that part, the Trail of Destruction is not going in the same direction as Eastbrook. This is somewhere totally different.
I was going straight towards Eastbrook, but I was gonna say you're only like 2 miles outside of town. If someone was like letting loose with magical attacks and or beating each other to death in any capacity, you'd be able to hear it at that range.
All right, so we'll I'll follow the trail. I vote we follow the trail of destruction towards Eastbrook.
Well, yeah, I'm terribly curious at this point what the fuck happened here. So yeah, sure.
I just put my hand over my face and like, yeah, let's just do that. Let's.
All right.
Better to kill it now than kill it later.
I have my shield prepared just in case.
Skeletal hands on the ready.
Well, as you draw closer to the village, you can see that they have a pretty standard like log wall around the place, which is what you get around poorer or frequently expanding settlements. Because, I mean, the woods do have monsters of various sizes in them, so you don't want them just wandering into town. But, like, someone's burnt a hole through the outer wall. You can, however, see a guy just sort of leaning on a shovel, standing in the hole, and, like, chewing on a long piece of grass. He's watching you, but not really saying much.
What can we tell about him?
Fair farmer.
Well, he is a human, about 6 feet tall.
Pathetic.
He's a human.
Even worse.
Humans.
It's worse and worse as you keep
a 6 foot tall human is usually pretty tall for them. But he's wearing pretty simple brown clothes. They're like probably made out of, if you were to guess, has a straw hat on his head. Seems thoroughly unbothered by the fact that you're there. in the sort of way that only a guy who has been living out these parts for a long time can be.
All right. I kind of look at the team and like, do you guys want me to go ask him if he knows what the fuck is going on around here?
Please and thank you.
Which one is the most human looking of us? It's him, right?
Yes.
That's a
I mean, I'm gray.
That is a
And
question.
my skin is made of
That is-
stone. So, and
I
I'm
am a-
missing
I'm
an
a
eye.
fucking tiefling, so
You-
I'm a half elf with dragon scales.
It's you. The answer is you.
It's you.
What color's your skin? Flesh tone? Go. You.
All right. So, all right. I'm going to try to talk to this guy
Okay.
with and ask him questions. Like
Such a.
I'm gonna ask him like, so, hey, what's going on around here? Can you explain to me
Oh god,
why they?
Crystal, we can't talk to people. Abort.
No. Let him try. It's been a couple of days. He hasn't talked to anyone but us.
Hello, sir. Can you please can you let me know what's going on around here with all the fire and the burnt trees and kind of craters? Do you know what's going on? I'm just passing through.
Got raided.
By Raid Shadow Legends?
Shut
What?
up. Shut up. Abort. Never mind. Abort.
Okay. I had to get my one reference in there, damn it. Okay, so the town is getting raided? What by who? What
Some sort of wizards came into town, ran off with some folks and some cows.
They kidnapped people?
they're
Yeah, one or two.
Is this a
Dude.
normal occurrence?
No, but they ain't been back, so, not worrying about it too much, except for the fact that we got this hole here.
How long ago were they here?
yeah.
About 7 days.
7 days ago. And no one has returned yet? At all? Not even from the village?
Well, don't usually expect people to get carried off by bandits to come back.
Touche. Do you know which way they went?
He looks at you kind of like slightly squinting and tilts his head to the side. Then he looks over your shoulder at the path of spotted scorch marks leading off into the woods.
No way. No way. They went in the direction we just came from?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
But
We didn't
this
see
fellow
them.
looks too fancy to be one of them, and
Thank
look,
you.
the lady's Aladdin. Yeah, you look like some sort of a scholar and or druid, so.
Yeah.
Well, we already passed them. Oh well.
On account of the books.
On account of all the books that I'm holding. The bags. No, I don't have them in bags. They're literally just in my hands falling, and I have to pick them up as we travel. Yes, my
You're like that
books.
too many limes guy.
I look at the farmer, I kind of scratch my head, and I'm like, okay, how about this? We're gonna be passing through, but we'll probably stay here for a bit. Do you have any alert system? Like,
Nasty limes.
Yeah, I'm the
To,
alert
like-
system.
you have one? Like,
No, he is it.
you are the alert system, sir?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. How about this? Do you have any lodgings here that we possibly could use just in case, more of these wizards up here? Maybe we can confront them here before they get to the city.
This hole.
City's back that
That's
way.
it.
Well, I mean, the town. Far.
Oh,
Eastbrook,
here?
sir.
I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, we ain't got much other than the barns.
Are you guys okay with the barn?
I mean, we've been
slept in a
sleeping
barn before.
outside for like the past, what, 3-4 days? I think it's good. This is probably an upgrade, if anything.
I've slept in so many barns. I have a barn reviewing panel in the newspaper in Black Glass. I review
asked-
barns based on sleepability, and I will tell you, sir, that if we are not put in an adequate barn, that I will be writing a scathing review of Eastbrook.
Well, do what you like.
Well, all right. If you don't mind, we'll stay at your barn then, sir. And if there's any sign of
I mean, it's
emergency,
barn for cows, so I don't know what to tell you. So-
oh, well, at least does it have a top floor?
Yeah, it's got a hayloft.
Any
All right.
restaurants, storefronts,
Sellers.
blacksmiths.
We've
Trying to do some shopping.
a blacksmith.
A blacksmith.
How do y'all get food?
Ma'am, this is a farming community.
Yes, yes.
We grow our food.
But you don't grow every type of food.
Nor do you
Personally.
probably cook it all yourself, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if on an individual basis, we do tend to cook all our own food. I mean, there's not a whole lot of
This
commerce.
man's been eating corn for the past.
My dear sir, do you not have a tavern
He's
so where you and your buddies, after hitting the old dusty trail, you know, take a nice fine pint?
I just face palm just as you guys are
Hey,
just
Tom.
continuously going on with this. I'm just like, all right, we have somewhere we can stay.
Okay, fine. We'll
I'm
figure
trying
this
to
out
eat.
later.
Thank you, sir. Thank
I've
you.
been for the outside of fiction for the longest. I've been trying to figure out what that rating system is that people talk about, like if you put bad reviews on. What's that called again?
Yelp.
Yelp. Okay, and then also once I figured what out that was called, I was gonna try to make a pun of it involving some sort of farm thing, but I don't. It hasn't come to mind yet. Don't worry, it'll simmer and I'll come back to
It's
it later.
called Moo.
No.
I was gonna say it's called Yep.
You know what? That
That was
sounds
better.
good. That was it right there.
Yeah.
That's the tweet.
Yep.
We found it.
I got the review on Yep over there. Yep. Yes, sirree. Now that's my fucking actual accent coming out. Oh fuck.
There you go.
Put that away. That's indecent.
Clean yourself up.
God damn it.
Oh.
Going from the
All
frat
right,
boy to
we're-
the country boy.
We're
All right.
going to the barn.
Okay.
Let's go to the barn.
This is a good time for me to adjust my spells, right? Since we're chilling
once
here in
we're
this barn.
resting.
What
Go
did you
in the
want to
barn,
say
yeah.
to your spells?
I didn't want to talk to my spell. Wait, is that how I adjust my? I talk to my spells? I talk-
No,
Where,
I thought
really?
you said address your spell.
Oh, I said I got really excited there, Jared. You're gonna let me talk to my spells. It's gonna be really awesome.
I mean, you can if you want to. I don't know how conversational it will be.
All right, listen here, Firebolt.
But generally, you select what spells you're going to have for the day by essentially communing with nature.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to this cow, and it's gonna tell me what spells I can use now.
Hold on. Out of curiosity, does communing with man does communing with tamed nature count? Like if she talks to a potted plant, is that the same as talking to a tree in a forest?
Well, assuming that she casts a spell that allows her to comprehend the plant in question, it would be definitely mildly
Told me
different.
I commune with nature. Listen here. I
I'm
gotta
just
cast a spell
wondering
to
if
people,
Like,
people in our reality
man,
commune
like,
with
if she
nature
goes
all the time
in the fucking
with varying
wheat
level
field-
of result.
If she goes in the wheat fields and communes with nature, is that less significant than if she goes into a 200 years old forest and communes with nature?
You do not know the answer to this question.
I'm
Understood.
asking you, Crystal.
Oh, me? Oh,
Do the wheat fields have like a
did
weird
God just
accent
tell
on
me I
them?
don't know that answer? Do I not know that answer, Jared? Or can
I mean,
can
you don't know of any specific pros or cons to like doing one
Hey,
versus
nature's
the other?
nature.
Right?
It
Yeah.
is what
I
it
mean,
is.
technically speaking, you'd probably be more at home in your favored environment, but like
For that.
that's sort of like saying I'm gonna read on my favorite chair versus this horrible couch. Like you can
I
do
can still
both.
read.
You can still read.
But am I gonna be comfortable while I do so is a different question.
This is a
Understood. Okay.
GMO wheat.
Alright, that was my only question, that's all.
All
No,
right.
no, Tom, it's not a GMO wheat field, and it does not count as constructs this time.
This time.
This time,
This
you gotta
time.
grow your own wheat to make it work. You gotta till the lands, Crystal. You gotta till these lands.
Fuck.
If you build it, they will come.
Hey, this is so funny because the song that I'm hearing for the background is called Sunset Fields. Ah, timely. Anywho's it.
Yeah, the locals seem
Anyway, I'm
to
not gonna
basically
distract you
be
further.
going about their business. Like, you're not causing
Yeah,
trouble, so like they look your direction, but like, you know, not really notable as far
I
as they're
just want
concerned.
to manage some spells. That's all I want to do. I just want to manage some spells right now.
Okay.
there we go. I look at the farmer. Are we? Oh wait, are we at the barn now?
Yeah, I mean, unless you
I
want to
kinda-
go somewhere else.
No, once we're there, I kind of put some of my stuff down, and I asked the farmer, like, okay, well, since you're letting us stay here, is there anything around the farm or around the city that we can do to kind of repay this debt back? Because I'm not sure, like,
I'm
if the
sorry.
hospitality-
Are you asking me if there's something you can do to repay me for letting you sleep in the same place as my cows?
I mean, it is a form of hospitality. You didn't have to let us stay here. You could have told us to go kick rocks.
I mean, I could
Hey,
have,
I take
but
up that phrasing.
hardly
Not
seems
literally.
polite. Not like you've been rude to me.
Oh,
Also, again, it is a barn that cows use, so you know, I wouldn't
I love this
exactly
farmer. What's cute?
call it the greatest
Me
of
too.
accommodations.
I mean, how do you have accommodations for at least my two friends that are a little bit more hospitable?
Sir, this is a farming village. We have roughly as much space as there are villagers.
All right, well, guys, I tried. I tried to upgrade your lodgings.
I didn't ask to be upgraded.
And
Well, thank
Maybe-
you for the attempt. I appreciate you. Thank you.
well, I just put my
I'm
stuff
gonna.
down.
I'm still sitting here next to this cow, petting it as I manage my spells. This is me communing with nature.
Okay.
I'm
It looks
putting my
at
stuff
you as
down.
it chews grass.
Let's see.
Farmer, does this cow have a name? Do you have a name?
I'm Lars.
I would hope.
Lars.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Don't name the
Is the
cows
cow
though.
here?
Oh.
Aw, can I name your cow?
If you like. I ain't gonna use its name though.
Your name is 2%. Hello, 2%. Yes, this is good.
2% what?
All right, you guys do what you do. That's for me to know.
I literally
Yeah,
just
fair
stop
enough.
and I just look over like, I know this rock did not just call this cow 2%. Oh my god.
2%. His name is
Oh my
2%.
God. I look down. Let's see. I'm going to, like, while we're just sitting for a quick second, I want to change my arcane focus item. I have 3 of them. I think I have like 3 of them. Yeah, I have a wand, a
Oh,
normal, and a crystal, and then a different arcane focus that just says arcane focus.
oh.
Shit.
It's- So to be clear, you just wrote down arcane focus for one of them.
Yeah, it was just like no, I think it gave it to me like the D&D Beyond. It said arcane focus, and then like I know from
Oh,
gear,
I see.
yeah, it says crystal,
Yeah.
and then
I mean,
wand.
you can switch between them whenever you want. Like, it's not like any of them are a +1 item or anything like that. So, you know, you're not attuned to them or anything. It's just what you happen to be holding when you're casting spells, basically.
I, Mr. Lars, is there like, does the blacksmith do jewelry at all?
No.
Right, I had an idea.
Mans is not used to not being in a big city.
Ew.
Clearly.
Uh,
Where are you?
my fancy
Oh,
man.
maybe I can help.
I regret to inform
That's
you
not-
that, first of all, when you're looking for jewelry, what you're really looking for is generally a goldsmith, which is a similar but different trade. And second of all, not one that is generally applied within farming community.
The reason why I asked is I know that this is, a farming town, and I know that though it may be crude, I have an idea that I just wanted.
Okay, no, I'm shutting this down. You have no ideas. We're not going to bother the blacksmith. We're here to rest up, get food, and figure out what this thing we have is, and nothing else.
All
I
right.
just wanted to put this
No.
arcane focus out as an earring. That's it.
You're not going to get an earring from this farming village.
Fine. I just take
The
some
most,
string
the
and
most
tie it over.
precision thing that our blacksmith generally makes are nails. And that's also technically outside the normal purview of a blacksmith. So I'll leave it up to your imagination how precise they are sometimes.
Especially something you want to stick in your ear.
Magical tetanus
Mm.
or fashion. Magical
Garrett?
tetanus. Nah. Okay. I just
Yeah, no, this
thought.
is why I'm shutting that idea down right now. You're not doing that. We are not doing that.
Fine.
Jared just recalled something.
Yeah.
Lars said the village was attacked 7 days ago.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, that severed hand, did it look like it was rotting?
No.
This was a fresh hand?
It was a not rotting hand.
I think I know where you're about to go with this.
I had an 18 on my medical check. Could I have tell the like what how
No.
I think
7
we've lost you.
old? 7 days old?
7 days old. I mean, it didn't seem like it was. It is not in the condition you would normally expect from a 7-day-old hand sitting in the woods by a long shot. First of all, like, imagine just leaving raw meat out on the counter
Yeah.
for like 7 days.
Why?
7 days.
Hey,
Mr. Lars. Hey, have you, other than the
Farming blacksmith would be very used to making nails. That's what keeps the horse hoof. Yeah, well, you have a good point there, Tom. Although no one's seen any horses.
Mr. Lars, other than the raid, have you and people being kidnapped, have you noticed anything else wrong with possibly the sky?
Like,
The moon or the sun's position. Has the sun come out Has it always been sunny? Has it always just been nighttime?
That was only near the
Well,
mountain.
it's
Oh, he's about to say it.
I mean, it's changed between night and day approximately once night and day. Don't have any kind of clockwork devices to precisely time it or anything. So
Things have been looking
seemed
pretty
about
normal
right
around
for
here.
this time of year, anyway.
Okay.
I feel like I can't do that. I feel like that's only. Well, yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
this is about to come out of your mouth.
You may say no to this, but like if I decided to go outside and throw a dagger down to kind of make like a sundial, just to see where the shadows cast, could I do that?
What the fuck?
I
Why?
mean, there's not any reason you couldn't.
Somebody's gonna take your fucking dagger. That's a city dagger.
These are
Mm,
not
cop dagger.
barbarians. You're not gonna
Yeah, point of order. This is a farming village. They don't.
do.
They would recognize it as a very valuable knife, but like, what are they going to do with it? Really, realistically, there's nowhere to
I
point
don't
it in
trust anyone, they're
town,
gonna take it.
and they wouldn't know who to sell it to if they got to the city. So,
because I'm like super like because of what happened before, and I'm kind of like on edge. Like you're saying, all right, the sun and like time kind of flows. You guys just don't have a clock. Okay, all right,
Most
that's
places
but
don't
yeah,
have
most places don't have clocks.
okay. I kind of just sit a little bit on edge, but I'm kind of like I kind of realize what Crystal was saying, and I'm kind of like.
And I don't know that anyone would be rolling to discover heliocentrism, Tom.
No. Okay. What I kind of look at the team just like, all right, guys, what do you want to do now?
Man, we
I'm
can't
a
do
little bit
jack shit
confused
here.
why that sever hand was there. You
Yes.
can't accept rest for sure, for sure. But I am confused about this hand. Like, if it was part of the, if this is a like a death from the attack from the raid, that bad boy should definitely have been like nommed on or got some fly or something. That hand
After
was
7
in
days, yeah,
relatively
norm.
good condition.
We didn't smell rotting flesh at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it didn't smell rotten or look
it was just
rotten.
severed.
Okay, well, you guys can go investigate this mystery hand. I am going to sleep.
Okay.
I kind of look at Crystal. You
That's
want to go
fair.
back out and explore? Or do you want to rest?
Exploration is always a good thing. I am now terribly curious about what the heck is going on with that scene and how it relates to anything else. Yes, I want to go back.
All right. Well, I tell like before Fro falls asleep, I'm just like, we're gonna go over there.
Yeah, whatever. Scream if you need my help.
All right. And I'm with Crystal, and I'm just like, let's go.
Okay. Are you
Go
you
back to
looking
the-
for anything in specific, or
Crystal, you're looking for that hand, right?
I'm looking for the hand for sure. I know that it wasn't clear. It was embarrassing, but like, I don't understand why
Is she robotic for
served in
anyone
this manner.
else?
yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
that. I'm
Most
afraid,
that.
Iris.
No! Can I be heard now?
Nah,
You-
you're
Am I
still
still a robot?
you're still
You're a little bit robot.
Not be a robot.
Process is either
Still a robot.
still a bit of a robot. It's either Discord like dropping your signal because you're not streaming, or you have something else that's like running interference close to you that's fucking your signal over.
Oh my.
Okay, now the quality was better.
It's probably my internet
Okay,
being a butt.
I
that is
mean,
probably what it is.
All right, so repeating all of that, I know it was related to the attack, or no, I know that hand was attacked, and that's why it's severed
yes.
off of the person who it used to belong to. But I'm trying to figure out why it's preserved in such a way, especially with it being in the scenery that it was in, where it's like it was a large bush, yet it did not seem to be crispy, and it's not decaying.
Mhm.
I'll figure out why.
Okay. So you can either make another medicine check or an arcana check.
Let's
Wow.
go around for me.
While she
That's
does
an
that,
18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. So, by the way, finding the hand itself is easy enough. Just,
Yeah.
well, I'm not worrying about perception checks on that. Yeah, looking it over, it does look like a normal hand at first glance, but when you really start like examining it more closely, like it's kind of like if someone presented you with a really well done oil painting, like the colors aren't quite natural, and it's mostly just like one color. Like normally skin has like patches of redness and like little differences in
seems like a-
pigmentation, but the
Almost like this is like a prosthetic. Yeah. With one flesh tone.
I mean, you might have said that, except that it definitely has bone and veins and things in it.
True.
So
can I do an arcana check on it?
it's like somebody made a really detailed humanoid hand, but not quite out of the right materials.
So, okay, just to be clear before Hero does this, to be clear, I have successfully come to the conclusion that this isn't necessarily a human hand, but something that is really, really close to being one in terms
Yes.
of visuals. Okay.
May I roll for arcana?
Sure.
Okay. Alrighty, we have 13 plus 14, so 17.
Well, that sure is a hand.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird that it's not, rotting or anything, but with that roll, you don't
so
notice anything.
There's no spell indicating. Okay. Does this give me any sort of remembrance tinglies, like our little friends from the crypt? Because I have dissected one of those bodies before.
That's true. Those guys were definitely made out of regular humanoid bits, mostly specifically human parts.
But this is different.
But this is different. Whatever it is.
Okay. I feel satisfied with this now because I do not think we're gonna get anywhere far based off of what we have around here.
Well,
I agree.
it occurs to you
It's
you
just
could get a
weird.
third
I take
opinion.
the hand. I am taking the hand with me.
Okay.
I don't know if
I
that's
put
such
the
a
hand in
good
my
idea.
bag.
I don't know if that's a good idea to
I'm
bring a
putting
severed
the hand
hand.
in my bag. Hey, guess what? Hand in my bag. It's already done. I have a hand in my bag.
Alright.
I just face palm, just like, oh.
I'm adding the items in D&D and Beyond so I know it's real.
Okay.
Where's hand? Where's the hand category in D&D and Beyond?
That's probably a custom item, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. I
Or
don't.
you're gonna have-
Okay, I guess.
I don't know how often in 5th edition people pick up severed hands. Seems more of like a AD&D 2nd edition type of a thing.
Oh my god. We are they're gonna think we're cannibals. Oh my
Well,
god.
they won't
Alright.
after I explain to them with my medical my medical proficiency that this is definitely not a human hand. They cannot say I'm a cannibal. In
You
fact,
really
I'm not
think these
human, so
farmers
I'm
are
not a
gonna
cannibal.
Understand any type
Uh,
of medical proficiency you have?
I was gonna say, point of
Maybe.
order, like, in order for them to think you're a cannibal, they would have to have some reason to believe that you were eating the hand.
They will not even see the hand. There you go. It is in my bag, Helio. My bag. It's not like I'm waving it around like some fucking toy. Like, yay, I got a hand now. It's in my bag. Only you know.
Roll medicine using your charisma bonus. not yet, Tom.
I'm just like, okay. Alright, Crystal. Let's just get back camp or get back to the barn and like figure out some more stuff in the morning.
Okay.
Cool. I agree with that.
I do look up at the sky though, just to notice the position of the moon. Do I need to roll perception for that?
That's about where you expect it to be. It's a clear night.
The moon, damn.
It's like,
I mean, you can roll perception, but the most I'm gonna say
The moon is
is,
so moon.
you notice some
God,
like
there sure is a moon there.
like some particularly nice constellations or something. There's not really anything out of the ordinary up there.
all right. Well, let's go back to camp.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Camp, which is a barn that I am
Yes.
currently sleeping in.
Specifically a
Hey, bro,
hayloft.
put a hand!
Although,
I just
as Pearl has
quickly
found
cover
out, there's
Crystal's
not
mouth.
a whole lot of hay in the hayloft, so.
Hmm. I've
I
been
quickly-
sleeping on my own clothes.
I mean, to be
pull out
fair, you haven't seen any horses the whole time you've been here, and as Tom in my chat pointed out, hay is normally something you feed to horses and not cows, so.
they're special cows. They prefer hay in their diet. Boom, fixed it.
I mean, they
pull out-
might be.
Let me try
I
this
pull-
again. Hey, Fro, I found a hand!
What kind is it?
It seems fake. I want you to look at it.
Yeah, all right. Can I look at it in the morning?
I guess.
All right, cool.
Lars kind of glances over at you from where he's standing, but he just kind of shrugs and goes back to what he's doing rather than caring about the hand.
A good man. A good man indeed.
Let's see. I just take out my
Alright, so
bedroll.
I guess we technically take like a long rest or some shit.
I mean, you could take a short rest if you want.
No,
Let's say we haven't done anything.
fair point.
I mean,
But
that's true, but you are also people, so.
True.
We sleep without doing anything D&D related and wake up in the morning. There.
none of us even keeps watch. That's the cow's job. If we hear them moving real loud, then
2%, you gotta let us know what's going on, man. You gotta let us know.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I
I
forgot to add that to my notes. I found a cow named 2%.
I sleep holding like Like I sleep with a dagger close by, just in case if something happens.
I find helium to be a little bit dramatic.
I am
just would like
sleeping
that to be on
unbothered.
So to be clear, Chica, are you sleeping with the dagger out?
No, kind of just like it's underneath my
under a
bedroll.
pillow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the knife fairy can take it and exchange it for like 50 shillings.
Not 50 shillings.
Well, that's how much it's worth.
Maybe.
Which I assume might be a lot. I don't know what shillings are in this world. I don't even know if that's our currency.
And to be perfectly honest, off the top of my head, I'm not exactly sure what the economic value of a shilling is anywhere.
It's the same as a halfpenny.
Yeah, okay, but like in some settings you can get like 2 potatoes for a half penny, and some of them, if you try to buy something with a full penny, it's not going to get you squat. So like, economically speaking, what's a shilling worth? Who knows? All right, well, you wake up in the morning and a wizened old lady is at the hole in the wall. Presumably Lars went to bed at some point.
The hole in the wall?
Yeah, there's a
What?
wall around the village.
Oh, the wooden. Okay, so she's
Like
there. She's
outside
there.
the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Tom says 12 pennies to 1 shilling in England. So
Understood.
Oh, so,
good to know.
okay.
Thank you for your wisdoms, Tom.
I kind of look at Fro and Crystal like, all right. Do we go ask that lady if she knows anything?
Backtrack
do-
letter with old ladies.
Hold on. Can the lady see us in the barn?
I mean, she's not facing you.
All right, I want to take a look at the hand first.
Okay.
Hand.
What do I got to roll? Medicine, Arcana?
You
Should
can
I
roll
both?
medicine or arcana.
Let's start
Rolling
with
medicine is like trying to investigate it from a biological perspective. Like,
Oh, that was a lovely roll. Absolutely fucking
I got
fantastic.
That one.
Oh, what even
I
is
can't even-
this?
I can't even technically tell it's a hand.
it's a great
But-
ear you have there.
But
No,
I
this is
keep
a
in
great
mind
ear.
what Crystal told me, that this is a hand and that it's non-human. So
I look
Or
at
not
Frel
non-human,
terribly
but-
disappointed.
not now. Hey, I never promised you anything.
No,
I said I would look at it.
Yep.
You
Wait, people
did that.
adding
You did.
So, yeah,
I thought you said you had a hand for me to look at. This looks like an ear.
it's
I had to jog her memory. This is the thing we saw in the bush. Remember?
oh, that
yeah.
hand. Well, you know, it's
Right.
first thing in the morning, you know.
Sleepy.
Yeah, still groggy. Okay, and I only rolled a 14 on Arcana. I can't tell anything that you two haven't already parsed.
Understood.
Sorry.
No, it's good. But at the very least, I
Maybe-
wanted you to
maybe
look
once-
at my cool find.
Maybe once I've had my coffee, I'll do another roll for medicine. If the gods allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Did
can do that.
Did you take the chicken out?
Praise be David.
All right.
Okay.
David.
Daniel.
Let's go.
Daniel. My
I'm
bad.
gonna
My
clean
brain.
up my
What the
sleep
heck?
and shit, and I'd like to approach the get ready for the day and approach the old woman standing by the wall.
She kind of tilts her head back slightly, but doesn't stop looking out the hole.
You sure look old and wise.
Is that your pickup line for everyone,
That's my
Frau?
pickup line.
Oh, well,
I
thank
gotta
you, young
remember that.
lady.
You look old and wise.
Have you any wisdom to share about this hole here?
Yep. Take a couple months to fix. It's always the pain, you know? Takes weeks, months to get the materials together and build a wall, and it takes some bloody wizard 20 seconds to blow a hole in it.
So did you see him do this, or see the wizard do this?
Not this time.
This time has a wizard done it before here?
Once or twice over the years, but, you know, I've been around a long time, so that happens.
Are they the same wizards each time?
Oh, no, definitely
you
different
recall?
ones.
Okay.
I remember
Alright.
when I was just a wee lass, there was a bunch of wizards and bandits came by, and we put them in the ground right proper. They
See,
definitely
this is
didn't
what
come
you get
back.
for approaching an old woman and telling her she looks old and wise, because then she's open with you, and that's a compliment. She likes you.
There you go. That's true.
What's your name, young one?
Lara.
All right, Lara. What can you tell me about the attack that happened here about 8 days ago?
Well, what I understand, a bunch of robed fellas came running up from the woods, blew a hole in the wall, and started making off with the cows, what were near the wall at the time, and the couple of farmhands who were handling them.
Did they look human, elven, dwarvish? What did they look like?
I heard they looked human, but you know, when someone's all bundled up in a bunch of dark robes, it can be hard to tell.
Who saw this attack besides the farmhands who are obviously gone?
Lars, Frank Jr.
Wonderful.
I
I think we should talk to Lars, and now that I care a little more about the world because I've slept, we'll get some more details from him about these attackers in their robes.
Yeah, because from what it's starting to seem like is maybe these people, especially if they ran in the direction that we just came from, might be related to the crypt. Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
I want to find out the color of the robes and if they have any symbols on them.
Same. And if they look even remotely familiar.
Well, Lars is gonna be asleep for another 6 hours or so, but you find Frank over there.
Oh,
What
wow.
about
So
Frank
the GM
Jr.?
wants to voice another character? Interesting. All right.
What
let's go
about
find
Frank Jr.? Hold on, wait.
Frank Jr.
Well, I ain't seen him.
Oh, okay. We ain't seen Frank Jr. Understood.
He's round, but you know, can't point him out if you don't know where they're at.
Straight to Frank.
Right. Thank you so much for your help, Laura.
Yes, thank you.
Sure thing.
Let's.
Thank you, madam.
Can you point us in the direction of Frank's home?
She points to the far end of the village.
And we got
What is I bet his house looks like all the other houses. This is gonna be fun. Let's knock on some doors.
That is the far
So
end.
Frank's house mostly looks like all the other houses, except that there's a forge next to it.
Ooh, is
right,
this our
let's go find
blacksmith?
Frank.
It's the blacksmith.
Nice.
I swear to God, Helio, if you bring up anything about an earring or a nail or some type of pin, I'm dragging you out of there.
How
You
about
understand?
if he can upgrade our weapons? Or
He
fix our
definitely-
armor?
Village blacksmith, he
he's-
can't.
The answer
He's
is
making farm
no.
equipment, not,
The
not-
DM has willingly shared that information with us. We will not bring it up further.
I will tell
Okay.
you, though, that if you ask Frank, he
He
will
would
try.
Our weapons might come out worse than they did before.
I'm not giving this
That is
bumblefuck our weapons.
almost certain.
And in the interest of keeping everyone alive, Helium, I'm not letting you give him our weapons.
Fine.
And you will not even bring it up. We're
Fine.
talking to him about the attack and nothing else.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's approach Frank then.
All right.
Never get to ask questions.
Because you ask stupid questions.
Well,
Learn to ask the right questions, baby, and then you can start speaking. Just like when my mom won't let me sing the song in the car unless I know the lyrics. You cannot ask questions unless you ask the right one.
Frank appears to be chopping wood.
How unblacksmith of him.
Well, I mean,
Well, that'd be
Gotta
terribly
build the
blacksmith.
fire.
He's got to keep the forge lit somehow.
Yeah, there's gotta.
Messing with the... Okay, go on.
also, as you get closer, you realize that there's a little bit of a perspective trick here, because while his house looks like all of the other ones, it is in fact a bit further back than you thought it was, which is to say it is also a lot larger, as is Frank.
Oh!
Frank's a big fella. How tall?
Frank looks like he is probably in the ballpark of 16 feet tall.
Excuse me?
Frank is a giant.
Is he?
Also, he only has one arm.
Okay.
Well, don't.
Frank is a Chad.
I approach Frank without fear.
Frank, is
Okay.
this your arm? No, I mean, sorry. Nope, I did not do that. Nope, that's not
Do
canon.
not.
I
That's
just-
not canon. That's not canon. That's not canon.
I just like slowly pull Crystal away, like Crystal.
We're both in
Remember-
timeout. We both
remember-
can't talk to people.
Yeah,
remember what you just said
it's
to
my
me?
turn. My turn.
Yes, I get it.
Hello, are you Frank? I yell up at him.
Frank turns around. By the looks of it, Frank is in fact a very large orc, and not a giant.
Interesting.
This is
But-
great.
Anyway,
He looks
yes,
down
he
at
seems
you
to be
with
Frank.
his one good eye.
One. Does he only have one eye?
Yep, he's only got one eye.
arm.
He is missing he is missing his right arm and his right eye, and it looks like there's some sort of scarring around the side of his face, like something blasted past / through him at some point in the distant past. But the rest of him seems fine, and he gives you a nice big smile and goes, "Well, hey there, kids."
Not the voice I expected. Do not call me kid. Hi, Frank. We were just coming around to ask about the attack that happened in your village about 8 days ago.
Oh yeah, that was bad business.
You witnessed it in person?
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard the commotion and got over to the wall real quick. You know, at my size, you can cover distance a lot faster than most people might think. Gave a few of them a pretty good wallop too. Not sure where the
That's
last
nice.
one landed.
Did you happen to take off an arm as
Eh.
far as you saw, Frank?
Oh, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hit someone hard enough, they take some interest in shapes as they arc by. So,
Right.
Correct.
Good job, Frank. I'm sure you did your best to protect the village. We're interested in potentially tracking these attackers down and seeing if we can prevent this from happening in the future. So I'd like to know what you noticed about the attackers.
well, they were shorter fellas, much like yourselves. Well,
Okay.
okay. Maybe not so much like the tiefling there. Seems taller for the most. But, you know, about human size, I'd say. They were wearing red robes with some sort of black writing on them. Afraid I'm not literate, so couldn't quite tell you exactly what but they were, but probably magic. Kept throwing little wads of fire at me, but, well, spend all your day around this forge, and those things ain't shit.
I love Frank. I love Frank a lot.
We were told your son also witnessed the attack. Is Frank Jr. around?
Oh, Frank Jr.? Yeah.
Okay.
He's around back.
And is Frank Jr. illiterate?
I think only Lars can read.
Hmm.
So Lars is the
noted.
only one that can read in the city. Okay.
Well, this is a village, sir.
Well, town. I do apologize, sir.
No,
Village.
it's village.
Very, very specific verbiage. Carry on, please.
See,
Collection of buildings. Is
towns
arguably
are
more
larger
accurate.
than village. Generally
Oh,
have
Oh God, no.
Colloquialisms.
population between 2,000 or 3,000.
I made a grave error in my speech.
Whereas a village like this one, usually has less than 100 people in it.
Either way, once the attack was done, Frank, which direction did you see them run off in?
It points back to the direction you came from.
How many did you kill or take down?
6 or 7.
Where are their bodies?
He looks perplexed for a moment and kind of gestures around.
All right, so you just haven't found them yet.
I was like, he did say he did kind of like, knock them out the park.
Yeah, but you think, given that we'd see more than just one arm.
I mean, the trick is your average wizard is probably like 80 pounds wet.
He's not lying.
So we need to have a search radius around the village of about 3 miles.
Given the way this guy looks, quite possibly.
All right, well, I'll do that later today. I'd like to talk to Frank Jr. Do you mind if we head around and back?
Go right ahead.
It seems you guys have adopted a southern accent. When has this occurred?
Along the way.
Code switching.
Yeah, it is called code switching. Absolutely.
Yep. I reckon so.
You around Southerners, you talk Southern, and then they're like, because if you talk like you normally talk, they say, you ain't from around these parts, see?
I can't confirm. We will say that. We will say that. No, don't play. We will.
Similar
Carrying
things happen
on
in the
to Frank
Midwest.
Jr.?
Yep. You head around the back.
Somebody else conduct the interview this time. I'm tired of talking.
Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal, I trust you. Do not ask anything stupid.
I will not.
Do not pull out the arm.
Turns out there's
Give Fro the bag.
There's actually a much smaller building built onto the back of this one. It basically looks like all of the other ones in town, except that it's like a quarter the normal height. And there appears to be a gnome standing in front of it.
Oh.
Hello.
Are you Frank Jr.?
Oh. Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Frank Jr. Nice to meet you. We're trying to figure out a little bit more about that attack that happened to you guys about a week ago. Can you?
I lean over to Crystal and say, "Hey, why are you speaking to Frank Jr. like he's a child?"
I'm not talking to him like he's a child. I'm just talking. I am just speaking.
All right, whatever.
Bro, let her speak.
We were just wondering if you had some more information about what was going on around here when it came to that attack. Specifically, some, visuals to describe your attackers.
Yeah, sure. They were wearing these reddish robes covered in black sigils, using these sort of twisted wooden wands. Looked like somebody made him in a hurry or something. Like normally, you see a wizard's wand and it's more or less like a straight cylindrical affair. These ones were a lot closer to the shape of a stick.
Okay.
And they charged into town, shooting little balls of fire at everything.
Mm-hmm.
But once they got close enough to grab him, they just sort of reached out and grabbed onto some of our cows and started running with them. For some reason, the cows actually went with them. Not normal behavior for a cow if you run up and grab onto it, let me tell you.
You guys, do not let me forget the fact that the cows went willingly. Please don't let me forget.
You are not stealing 2%.
I am not stealing 2%, but I need 2%. Don't listen. Trust me, okay? Anyway, sorry to interrupt you. Carry on, Frank Jr.
They also grabbed onto a couple of the farmhands who were out there tending to the fields at the time. I think it was just because they were nearby and making noise, but we got Jake back. Took off with Millie, though.
Jake.
Okay, Jake and Millie?
Where's Jake?
Hold on, wait a minute. These were people that were about to be kidnapped, but you guys managed to save?
Oh no, they got away with Millie.
Oh, but Jake is still here?
Actually, Jake went off to visit family, but we did get him back.
I'm confused.
Slightly. So he wasn't kidnapped.
He wasn't kidnapped.
They tried to kidnap him.
They tried to kidnap him, but
and then he went
unsuccessful.
And then
he went to visit.
2 days after the attack, he probably went to visit family.
Correct.
Okay. And Millie is still gone. All right.
Out of curiosity, Frank Jr., from where did you witness the attack? Were you on the ground?
I was on the wall.
You were on the... Why... Given your stature, why weren't you taken?
That's an incredibly rude thing to say.
I would assume it's because he wasn't near the cows, right?
He looks at you for a moment, then he just sort of walks like 4 feet away into the grass, and you can make a perception check, but he's already disappearing pretty easily into the foliage.
Okay, he is. Okay, that's what he's showing us. All right, well played. Absolutely well played.
And after a moment, he comes back.
Asked and answered. Good.
That wasn't a rude question. I mean, listen, if I were a raider and I went into town to steal some people and some cows, and I see this gnome-looking creature, sorry, Frank, I see this garden gnome-looking creature, that's the easiest person to steal.
I thought the people were incidental, though. Maybe.
Yeah.
It seems like the main focus was the cows, and they just so happened to snatch a couple people on the way.
Why bother to take people at all if your main focus is cows? It'd be much easier to not take people.
Do you know how to take care of cows?
Maybe they're wizards who need people to know how to dissect and make the cows food. They're wizards, not, cooks.
They're farmhands. The farmhands wouldn't be dissecting cows.
But they would know how to butcher
Right.
the cows to make.
Hold on, why are we?
make
Wait,
meat.
hold on, hold on. This is all assuming that the cows are meant for food. This is all assuming. In any case, there's one thing that I don't want to forget. You said
Nobody rates
instead
a
of
village to
writing, you
steal
said that
ornaments.
you said you described their robes as having black sigils on them. Yes, like a symbol.
Yes.
Do you happen to recall what those sigils looked like?
More or less. I mean, I could try and reproduce them for you if you want, but
That'd be
Hmm.
greatly appreciated.
Mhm.
It's not too close together. I don't want you casting in some spell on accident.
Can you do that?
What?
Maybe.
No.
It's magic.
Whatever.
Sigils being put together might do something. I don't know.
It may just be like this their Stitch logo. It looks like a sigil, but it's just their logo.
Who knows?
What it look like?
Do we have a pen or a quill and paper for him to produce this with?
Dirt.
I'm positive that Crystal does.
I do actually. I legitimately do have a quill. As
Okay.
far as paper, hey, write this on the back of this scroll. Don't pay attention to what's on the front. Just write it on the back.
I'm almost
I-
positive you probably have some blank sheets of paper.
I know
Yeah.
you did not just have him write on the back of that damn scroll what I think it is.
I didn't do anything. I hear some ink and yeah, let's pretend I have some blank sheets of paper. That's what you guys think. Anyway, write on this scroll, please. Thank you.
I demand she does a deception roll against us.
Are you gonna? Okay. Yeah. Make a deception roll.
It's 5.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
base 5.
it was already going to be pretty difficult considering it's very easy to tell what a spell scroll is.
But do they know what the scroll is? They just know it's a scroll.
My 20
Whatever,
says
I don't even
yes.
care.
Fuck.
Just have him write these symbols down. I want to get to the part where we find and kill shit.
Yeah.
Alright. He sort of scribbles down a few marks.
Huh?
Hmm.
Do any of them ring a bell?
So, not terribly surprisingly, considering that he's, not literate. It's pretty difficult to interpret what passes for his penmanship, but you're relatively certain that this is some sort of infernal script. So,
Ah,
Knowing infernal, what do I have to roll to try my best?
so I rolled a 1 for him to actually reproduce the symbol.
So shittily. Oh God. Christ alive. We are lucky that we even know it's infernal.
But if you really
Yeah.
want to try, you can still roll Arcana.
Torso
I'm
looks
not
like
trying that.
a butterfly.
You know what? I'm
intermingling
gonna
with a flower.
roll out of curiosity of what I'll get, but I'm not. It's not canon. I'm not trying it. Yeah, I got a nat 1.
Wow,
I
you
can't.
also think.
and see, basically because I don't know infernal, I can't even roll for it.
Yep.
You're pretty sure it says happy smiles.
Can I
Okay, great.
compare it to the shits that I have? Well, no, never
not gonna
mind.
help.
It's not gonna help at all because we barely know it's infernal. Never
Mm.
mind.
Yeah.
It looks
Our
like
other
infernal.
option is to wake up Lars and ask him for his reproduction, or wait for
it-
him to wake up 6 hours from now.
Is it daytime?
I mean, it is daytime.
Okay.
So he'll be up for night
Lars
shift.
was, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So in
hold
that
on, one
time,
I thought
Oh,
you
go ahead.
said the old lady said that he wouldn't be up for a while.
That is correct.
So is he asleep right now? That's
He
fine.
is asleep right now.
Okay.
We have just enough time for me to see 2%.
Okay.
6 hours to see 2% is just enough time.
Yep, just enough time.
Do you want to
Crystal loves animals.
Do you want to just be with 2% while me and Fro go look the radius around?
Crystal, why don't you put your druid status to use and try to talk to 2%?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. You guys are yes.
Did you?
I'm doing all of this so I can talk to 2% about what happened. Yes.
You said C 2%, which is not.
We
the
gotta
same
go.
as
Just like we said, we're gonna go
2%.
see Frank. We're gonna go see Lars. I'm gonna go see 2%. And yes, guys, come on, give me more credit.
Alright, we follow her to the barn. So she
Yeah,
can
we're
speak
just-
to 2%.
Yeah, let's go.
For clarity, do you actually have the ability to do that?
Speak with animals. This is why I was hanging
Okay.
out with 2% and managing my spells, because I knew at some point I was definitely going to talk to an animal. If
Okay.
not, I was just going to talk to 2% for kicks and giggles before I left.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
So you cast Talk with Animals.
I do cast Talk with Animals.
2% regards you with interest on account of the fact you're
Yay.
casting a spell at 2%.
Okay. Let me see. Oh man, this is going to be so hard. Because the way that this spell works is it can give me information about nearby locations and monsters and whatever they perceived and have perceived only within the past day. This was a week ago. Shit.
I mean, I would say that I would say that there's not a lot going on out here, so it is probable the cows still remember the events from 7 days ago just because of the fact that they are.
Also, cows are smart.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but that's how the spell works. It's just within the past day.
We're bending the rules. Shush, you have God's permission.
Okay,
There's the letter of the spell, and then there's the spirit of the spell. Like, one of these things is used more to control people who try to get clever, but
understood. It works within fiction.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, 2%. I know there was a really interesting thing that happened a couple days ago. Huh?
Does it know that you named it 2%?
It knows that you are. Well,
regarding it,
she knows that you're talking to her.
You know what? What is your name? Can the cow tell me their name? Does cow have name?
Please say it's Martha.
No, not Martha.
Please say it just so happens to be 2%.
Please, so it just happens to accept the name 2%.
Okay, it's 2%.
Yay!
I'm 2%.
No!
Right back to it. Anyway, 2%. I know there was some pretty interesting things that went on within the past couple days here. I heard there was some people that stole your friends. Can you tell me about what happened?
They were really noisy.
They were really noisy. It sounds like your friends kind of went with them. Why didn't you go with them too?
They didn't smell right.
What did they smell like?
Earth.
Is that not a normal smell?
Not for animals.
Okay. Hold on. How do I delicately ask this? Okay. They didn't smell right. They were noisy. Did the other cows say why they wanted to go with them?
They didn't say anything.
It just went?
Yes.
So they didn't smell like people?
What's a people?
Oh gosh. Did they not smell like me and my friends?
No.
No. What do we smell like?
Damn it, we're losing the conversation.
I know. I'm sorry,
We
but
don't know
this
that,
must be
though.
answered. This must be answered.
Fire
Mm.
and flowers,
Mm-hmm.
rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And pigs.
Pigs.
Wait, I wonder who smells like the flower, who smells like flower, and who smells like fire.
You probably smell like flowers, my dear. I smell like a rock for sure, for sure. Anyway, keep going.
Insects.
Insects. That's what we all smell like? Insects. There you go.
Well, you don't all smell like all those things.
Hmm. But we don't typically smell like earth.
No.
Gotcha.
Were
Hey, you guys.
injured at all 2%? Or I tell Iris to ask that. Or
Yeah, I
I
was
tell
gonna.
Crystal to ask that.
Yeah, there you go. Any questions they have, I'm filtering through.
Sorry, what was that question again?
Was 2% injured at all in the attack?
No.
Good. Then I would really have to kick their ass if they injured 2%.
I mean, to be fair, they injured 2%'s friends, so let's kick their ass on behalf of 2%.
I don't know.
Alright.
Their friends got injured. The cows went willingly with them.
I
At some point.
asked Crystal, like, I'm guessing I asked, like, did they smell like what does the hand smell like?
Yes, I present the hand to 2% and tell me what it smells like.
2% leans in, sniffs the hand, and says, Earth.
Oh, there you go. It's confirmed. This definitely belonged to one of the lizards.
Perhaps golems of some type?
Maybe golems. Wizard golems? Golems?
I don't
Do
know.
you
if
know what
golems
else smells like
exist in
earth?
this world, but
I'm asking 2% if she knows what else smells like earth. Besides earth, you know.
Rivers?
River
that's a no.
smells like? I don't know. Is there something wrong with? Well,
I
does
don't
Iris
think.
does Iris relay that to us that the river that 2% says the river smells like Earth?
I just assume everything that 2% is telling me I am relaying to you.
In the exact tone as well.
Yeah.
So 2% didn't just go rivers, 2% went rivers?
I mean,
Damn it.
if you were to guess, the reason for the uncertainty is probably because of the fact that water itself has a smell. So it's
Yeah,
probably more like the shore/riverbed smells like
Okay.
Earth than like the river itself.
Okay, I'm thank you because you knew exactly where I was going with that. Like
Smells like dirt.
There's something wrong with the water, guys. Don't drink the water.
Did 2% happen to see where the attackers came from?
No.
Okay.
I mean, 2% would say the whole, but
That's
that's
a fair point.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
2%. Is there anyone in the village? No, I shouldn't say village. Is there anyone like us who you like?
What? Probably Lars.
What does that question mean?
Yeah.
Like as in like 2% kind of like is okay with Crystal and answering Crystal's questions. Is there anyone else that 2% is like, okay, this person isn't a bad person. This person's okay.
You know any other cool peeps, 2%?
yes.
Who else?
What do they look like?
2% kind of looks around, but there aren't really any villagers nearby. You get the impression that 2%
Doesn't know names.
doesn't know names.
Okay.
So if whoever it was had been within, a line of sight, would have pointed, basically. But
Okay.
Mm.
Mm. Any more questions for 2%?
Do you have a cousin named Skin Milk?
What's a
Kidding,
cousin?
kidding.
What's a cousin?
They're
There you
taking in the
go.
raid.
Thank you, 2%.
Thank you, 2%. Oh, are you hungry?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Great. Should we wake up Lars?
At
Just for
this
a bitty
point.
bit? A bit?
There's a bit. Yep.
Okay,
bit.
cool. I probably shouldn't be the one to wake him up. Just, people
Crystal,
react
you-
weird when they see somebody very, very tall with glowing eyes standing over their bed.
This is
Crystal.
a job for the cops. Huh?
A job for the what?
Hey, cop, go in there and wake him up.
Oh,
I'm sorry, are you suggesting that there's a situation in which someone wakes up to the cops looming over their bed and consider
Maybe.
that to be a good thing? Because I'm
don't
very
know,
curious
maybe.
as to how
I
this
mean, you know
happened.
what?
Helium
Let's
look like a cup.
Let's also rephrase this. Let's go with the humanoid, the most humanoid looking of us. Hopefully, won't
Knock
be
on
as
the door.
disturbing than the tiefling
And the
and the
rock.
one-eyed druid.
all right, fine. I'll go in and I'll ask. But I swear, if he gets mad, I'm blaming you two.
I'm sure he'll get mad regardless. It's a matter of how mad he'll get. Now, go. We're right behind you.
I go knock on the. I'm guessing like the house. His house is like.
Right next to
Right
the
next-
barn. Yes.
barn. Um.
You don't get an answer.
Uh.
Come on, do
Okay.
what cops do and kick down the door. I'm joking. Don't do that.
This
no,
door does not
okay.
have a lock.
Okay. Then I'll stealth. Can I stealth go into the house?
Why would you do that?
I mean, you can.
Go in
I'm not-
normally and yell his name.
No, we're going to. Yeah,
You're
no,
just
fuck
trying
it.
to sneak up on motherfuckers. Why? We're just trying to interview him.
All right, fine. I kind of just yell into the door without entering the house. I kind of yell into the door frame. Mr. Lars, could you please come to the door?
After a moment, you
yell-
hear kind of a grumble in back, and the sound of someone like slowly standing up. Eventually, a groggy Lars appears.
I look at Mr. Lars and I say, I apologize for waking you up so early, sir. However, myself and my friends, we have some questions, or at least we request that could you please look at something for us?
All right. What?
I just motion Crystal and Fro to come over with the scroll with the sigil up there.
Yeah.
By chance, sir, could you please could you make this out?
That's a terrible way to
What?
approach it.
Um,
There were some sigils and symbols on the clothes of the wizards that attack you. Could you recreate that for us?
maybe one or two of them, I guess. You got a quill or something?
Yep. And I do the thing, and he does the thing.
Okay. Yeah, he scribbles down a few infernal symbols In combination, they don't mean anything, but I mean, mm, mm,
It's so shitty.
mm.
It's so
I
shitty
don't
that
want to talk
role.
about it. I don't want to talk about it. That role is unofficial. That role didn't happen.
It's-
Man,
I didn't announce that role. I didn't say
Man.
anything. That
Man.
role never occurred.
F's in the chat, please.
Anyway,
Stop.
what happened? What did you say, Jared? I was distracted by a noise.
Lars scribbles down a few symbols.
Okay.
They're definitely infernal symbols, and he does actually have pretty good penmanship. In the combination that he drew them, they don't mean anything, though. Which probably just means that he didn't see all of them.
What do the ones we see actually mean?
I mean, they're essentially like just syllables, so they don't really mean anything on their own.
Is in any part of it symbolism, or is it all just definitely written infernal?
It's definitely written infernal.
Okay.
You can probably guess based on the particular characters that they're probably part of a name. The reason being that there are a lot of compound consonants.
All right. That's the only question I really had for Lars.
That's the same as well, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have offered more information than what he already gave us before.
Those
Yep.
demons
This
have
is-
this
Oh,
annoying
wait.
habit of not
did-
using a lot of vowels.
I did have one question though. We heard that there were two people. Two people of note were taken during the attack. Jake and Millie. Millie's still gone, but Jake has gone to see family. Were they related?
Jake and Millie?
Yeah, Jack and Jack.
Jake.
Yeah, Jake is Millie.
Jake.
Yeah. Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. Who are they to this village? Do they have any notable roles aside from, I guess, tending to the
Farmhand?
cows?
Well, technically, Jake is the son of the region's tax man.
The tax collector?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, y'all must hate him.
He's fine.
Okay. And then
Old man's
Millie?
right, asshole, but he's fine.
Understood. Dad's a dick. Gotcha.
Definitely know that.
Relatable.
Lily's just the village orphan, though.
And okay. Does she stay with anyone?
Lara.
Does she... Laura?
Yep.
Oh. I feel bad for Laura. Okay.
Laura's a tough gal.
Understood.
I slowly start leaving his house and nearly bang my head on the doorway on the way out.
Huh?
She's very tall. House
So
is not
tall.
designed for people her height. There is exactly one building around here that is arguably made for someone tall.
I had to go in the door sideways so my shoulders didn't get stuck.
Understood. That's all the questions I had, really.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to sleep till it's my turn to keep watch.
Yeah, sorry to disturb you. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it seems these peeps were definitely the ones who were probably at the crypt. We probably already solved this problem.
No, the ones at the crypt weren't made of earth. They didn't smell like earth. They were definitely made of human bits.
Wait,
And
that's true.
if so, we definitely didn't.
And there was nowhere in the crypt where they kept cows, nor nowhere outside of the crypt that they kept cows.
That's also true. Also, in
We're
addition, that
dealing
means
with
we killed
different
a lot of the
gang of
village.
fuckers completely. I think maybe
So
connected, but
you do
not
remember, as you're thinking about it, that there were several rooms that were filled with bones.
Didn't we
So you-
determine those bones to be human, or did we not even?
I
Oh,
don't remember.
No, you weren't really able to nail down what all of them were.
Huh?
So you think that the people in the crypt were people from the village that we killed, and they took the cows down there to eat, to survive in there while they were doing the ritual?
Maybe, or the
Well, if that's the case, then I'm up for following them because apparently there's a gang of crypt fuckers that we didn't kill yet, and
no, this was 7 days ago. How long were we in the crypt?
About 5 days.
Yeah, we
they would have
definitely.
made it back by then. So
Yeah, that we intermingled.
I mean, you've got a lot of different people down there, but as far as you know, none of them were, any kind of construct or weirdly. Well, okay, actually,
They weren't earthy.
there was
They were.
one outlier in that department, which is Daniel.
Oh yes, of course.
we
But
do not speak his name.
Not in vain.
technically,
Not-
that's
not
not
so
his name.
Oh yeah, we named him Daniel. His name was Pharrell, wasn't it?
Pharrell, yes. It's spelled like Farrell, except that it's got like an apostrophe jammed into it.
Well,
I'm still
we
not sure what the fuck he was doing in that dungeon.
chilling like a villain.
I mean, he was definitely chilling when you found him.
He could.
He definitely
could've-
has the strength to break himself out.
At any time.
Nah.
Technically, he didn't, but
Oh yeah, we didn't believe in him at the time. I clapped to believe in that he got stronger. There you go. Yes.
it wasn't the clapping that did it. But yeah,
Close enough. Close enough.
what technically happened is Halo asked him to kill someone, despite the fact he was unarmed and displayed literally no capacity to do such a thing.
And
Thus,
yet,
well, that
He
demonstrated
ragdolled the
that
bitches.
Halo believed he could do it somehow.
oh,
And as a result, he could.
okay. Any specific type of belief. A very specific type. They probably thought he was a lowly thief who couldn't break out, and so he wasn't. Okay, these are canons outside of the thing. I think we've gotten all we could out of this town.
Let's try to follow the path of destruction, and it looks like it's headed in the way of black glass.
I mean,
That's
technically.
I spit on the ground.
Fine.
Fuck.
Coming to this village did literally nothing. But anyway,
It sent us back. It's definitely a motivator.
we
It
go out.
does
to the
occur to
fighting
you-
area of destruction.
It does occur to you that there's a high probability you, in fact, know exactly where Millie is, too.
She's in the city, isn't she?
Fuck it.
No.
Was Millie the
Oh.
one with the fucking wheat
Is
seed?
Mil-
Probably.
is Millie? Oh,
Ah,
damn it.
Oh, no!
She's dead.
Oh no, we gotta talk to Laura. We gotta talk to Laura.
You can tell Laura. I'm not saying shit. I don't talk to the grieving.
No. Fuck.
Or the about to be grieving.
Wait, so we already resolved wait, DM just confirmed we solved this riddle. They're the same people. Why don't we recognize the infernal script? Do we need a roll
I'm
to
sorry,
recognize the
you-
infernal script?
Are you asking
I
me
need a
why?
roll. Yes.
You're asking me
need a
why?
She's literally shaking her fist at the sky right now.
Damn it, God! You need to tell me right now. Can I read? Can I remember this?
What do I have to roll to remember? What do we have to roll to remember?
You never once examined the sigils on any of the robes.
Wait.
Everything we know.
Because-
I have one of the robes.
Yes, he does.
Yes, you do. You have one of the unmarked robes.
God, how
It was
has he held
unmarked.
this in for so long, Jer? We are 2 hours and 35 minutes in, and we've been going in fucking circles, and you're just like, ah.
God damn it. I'm sorry, Artemis. I didn't mean to scare you.
There are no rails here. You take you take this ship wherever you like.
God damn it.
Riveting.
Fuck. I'm literally pulling my hair out as I'm thinking of this. Like, what? Damn it.
We're like, oh, the robe. Fuck.
I will say though, you do definitely would say that the individuals that are responsible for the cattle rustling are not individuals that you ran across, as far as you know. So there are probably more of these dudes somewhere, just not where you came from.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. Does the robe that Helio has is it unmarked? It's unmarked?
It is unmarked.
Christ alive. Okay.
Can we follow the tracks? Is that
Yes.
something we can do?
Is that something we can do?
Yes. I would point out the tracks literally take you back to the crypt.
I hate it
Then
here.
Never mind.
I hate it here.
You still don't want to go to. God, this is.
Take me to a library. A library.
You remember that session that you spent entirely in one alchemist's lab?
Yeah.
Oh
with,
my God.
Was that with Crystal's son?
Yeah.
Well, that was
Alright.
one such session. Yes,
That is one such session indeed.
similar situation.
Ah.
Should we start? Should we give up and start heading to Black Glass?
But is there really not a library that's outside of Black Glass? I still need to learn more about this
But it'll
tablet.
be like
There are
miles
libraries.
away.
There are libraries outside of Black Glass in other cities, possibly in one or two of the villages. So if you felt inclined to travel a sufficient distance away from the city, then yes, you would eventually find one.
Sorry, this is non-canon. Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay.
Fuck.
It made the sound effect and everything.
You got tails.
I feel inclined to travel.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
I already knew Iris would say. I already knew Crystal would say yes. I presumed that Helium would say no.
Yeah.
So I just, yeah. We're traveling. How far? Where are we
There,
going?
that happened in universe. We flipped a coin
Okay,
and now we're
Jer,
going.
what is the closest place besides Black Glass that I would know of or that I can think of that may have a significant religious population large enough to have a library?
Let me check. 1 moment.
Non-fanatic.
No fanatics, please.
Fanatics are
fanatic.
fine.
Hold the
Okay.
fanatic.
No heretics.
No, heretics are even better.
Ooh.
I just need a library. A religious library that would have information about this fucking thing. Which I'm assuming, since it's infernal, that there are going to be some libraries and some religious organizations that try to keep that shit under lock and key in order to prevent the wider public from getting to it.
You are correct. There are a lot of forbidden texts and things that are locked up away from the prying eyes of the general public. And it looks like technically the next closest city that would have one is Blackfall.
What region? Is that in the same region we're in?
Mm-hmm.
And how many days travel is that?
It's about a week's travel.
Oh,
Fuck.
motherfucker, Chris.
Yeah.
It also
Oh,
happens to be the
my
capital, for the
adventure!
record.
You know what? Let's go. Let's go.
Yay! And we could take some rest while we're there. We could take some rest.
Well, first we gotta get the traveling part out of the way, don't we?
Yes. Excuse me. I am obligated to ask if anybody has run out of time for the evening, however.
No, I got a good 50 minutes left, but I do need to go potty.
I
Okay.
got another. Well, I do technically have 40 more minutes.
I have
Alright.
like all night.
Yeah. If we're gonna take this as a potty break area, then we'll take this as a potty break. I shall be
break.
right back, folks.
All right, short break.
Here. What's up? Sit. What is it, little girl? Yeah? Where? You want water?
Here.
No. Get out of there! No! Get out. Come on, get out! Get out! Artemis, get out! Get out! Get down.
Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight.
Get out! Go! Get out of there! No one told you to get up there! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Seems like Iris is currently participating in the time-honored tradition of trying to herd cats.
Artemis, get out of there! Now I gotta do something dumb.
There we go.
Artemis, get out! 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 Oh. Get up!
Let's see here.
Get out!
As we move on, in future sessions, obviously, hope to restore some of my other assets and things. Like, for this game, we were using Tailspire when we ran our original test run. And that worked out pretty well. The issue with having one's Tailspire maps cannonballed, though, is that they are kind of on the complicated side to put together.
Back. And I'm assuming my partners are back, or not back yet. So while we're waiting,
Welcome back.
No, I'm back.
I was about to say, I was about to have a moment. It was like, that odd moment where you just realize, like, oh yes, I'm so happy I have an interview this week that I need to schedule. And then you realize for like the past month and a half, you kind of let your hair free lock in depression, and now you're kind of like, oh, I need to get my hair done.
Yeah,
So-
that doesn't sound like it would be terribly comfortable, or at the very least.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so now I'm over here like, I have to dedicate time this week before this interview to completely take my hair out and at least pull it back into an afro puff for this interview.
Thoughts.
Well,
Just remember, when you're interviewing, if they offer you the job, you have to take into account the fact that taking that job is going to mean you no longer get discounted rent.
no longer get discounted rent, but I will be bringing in close to $4,200 a month, which is definitely more than whatever $15 an hour gets you.
Not as
I
much.
might help.
I mean, $15 an hour, it's going to depend on the time that you're working. In addition to whatever your local tax structure looks like. But, I'm just saying.
I mean, roughly. Yeah, roughly. But hey, I made everything work on that one salary last year in 2021. I mean, I covered everything off of that. So now knowing that there is something else that could happen, plus I'm streaming more, so that's substantial income. I will take it. Also, it's less of a headache because I am tired of my supervisors making me feel worthless.
That is definitely not a fun feeling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the hip hats, Cax. That's partially why my hair is the way that it is because my supervisors made me feel like because I don't know how to do apartment leasing, that I was lesser, and
Mm,
they kind of like moved it to like, well, how can you do this, or like subtle jabs of things. I'm kind of just like today, my supervisor literally told me, "Oh, you don't like you can't multitask and do two things at once." I'm just like,
who told you that?
"You- my boss."
No, no, no. I was saying, like, who told your boss that? Like, how'd you come to this conclusion?
Yeah, that's so. I am now in the process of just anywhere but here.
Yeah, that
Anywhere.
it's definitely understandable.
Are we all back and ready to party?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also, Caxton says Gib Carl Jr. and Ghost says like bitch, I'm a former teacher. Most multitasking is the job.
Yep.
Correct.
Yes.
Also, I'm trying to multi-class, so I got to do the shit.
Especially with younger students. Talk about chaos engines. Anyway. uh, so yeah, you are now headed to Blackfall, Burnley.
Because a certain someone doesn't
No
know what to
regrets.
say.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't
She's
because
not gonna
this is
be sorry.
demonic. This is demonic, and I need to figure out what the fuck it's being used for.
Alright. Here. Do. Well, you are headed towards the capital, and you're headed towards the capital from a major location. So, the good news is that with a little bit of adjusting to your location, you can definitely find the road that leads that way. So, you won't get lost.
All right.
Anything to note along the way?
Anything suspicious?
I don't know how travel works. Is there something we should be doing during this time?
I mean, we're singing on
I'm
our way
pretty
there.
sure random encounters are like rolled for, so
Okay.
I mean, random encounters are one of the main things that happens when you're, traveling a significant distance.
Please no Rattatas. Please no Rattatas. Please no Zubats.
A
All
wild
right.
Pikachu emerged.
Go, Crystal. Use Rock Smash.
Yes, I am the Pokemon. Mhm.
essentially,
Mhm.
you're kind of like a pet that helps us fight things.
Not the pet. Oh my god.
This is not insulting.
Crystal is
Yeah, I
not a
wasn't
pet.
saying it
Crystal is.
wasn't. Crystal's a bit of a pet. I literally spent like half an hour just protecting her from something that she caused.
I
Well, she
mean,
fought it,
there are
And I
lots
got
of.
head pats after. It
and
was
you got
great.
head pats after. That sounds like a
Different type
pet
of
to
pet.
me.
That's a different type of pet.
Man, you're fucked up.
What did
Moving
you
on.
get? What did you get from Millie again? You got what?
Just some wheat seeds. She had nothing on her.
Hmm.
Okay.
Speaking of, I throw those wheat seeds on the ground as we pass and hope that they quietly grow into something for Millie's sake.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's the
Okay.
thought that
I'm
counts,
now
I guess.
minus wheat seeds.
Wheat seeds, not weed seeds, Caxlane.
So,
Not weed seeds,
5 days into your trip,
Mm-hmm.
at around noon, you start to see some medium-sized drakes flying overhead.
This is fun. Go
Fuck.
talk to them, Helio. Go talk to them.
Because I'm
By the way,
part dragon, I can speak to fucking every flying lizard. Why don't you go speak to that boulder over there?
I can't talk to it, and I will. How about that?
Damn, that's
Hi.
racist.
Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal, long time no see. What brings you around these parts?
Why can't you just not talk to the thing you're related to?
But by medium size, by the way, I mean that they're about the size of a horse with wings.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
That means they can still pick you up with one talon.
Yes.
We can tame it.
From
I
where
might
you
at least
are, you
still
can
find
see at
this
least
racist.
5 of them flying overhead.
I find that still vaguely racist. You can tame.
Are there any trees or cover at all that we can potentially duck under?
Oh, I really
You are
thought
in
you
a
were about to say
forest,
any
so
trees we could
yes.
talk to. So, yep, never mind. That's where I'm at right now.
I mean, you could talk to the trees if that's what you really want to do in this situation.
Can
I'm
I?
sorry, what did you say? Yes, we're by a forest. We're in a
Yes,
forest.
you're in a forest. So
Cool.
you can, in fact, hide. If
I just quietly motioned for the group to duck under some trees and not make ourselves obvious to the flying fire dragons that are
they're drakes.
Flying
whatever.
drakes.
The flying things that we don't have to fight if we don't want to.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Make stealth checks.
I've been rolling shit all day.
Well, you can actually you can have advantage on this one because you are 1 in a forest and 2 on the ground while they are flying overhead and not actually looking for you.
16 plus 3 on advantage, so.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Christ.
Come on, 19 bless me.
I got a 3. That was my best roll, but I would also like to use
You
a
got a
spell
3
on
on advantage?
The other one was 2.
Oh,
Tragic.
I am so sorry, Iris.
Oh, I didn't roll my other one because I didn't even think beating a 19 would be anything. Hold on. 16 again. Doesn't matter.
Can I
Okay.
use Pass Without Trace on myself?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I use Pass Without Trace, and what that will give me is a plus 10 bonus on Dexterity. Can I just retroactively apply that to my 13? To my 3 and make it 13?
Sure.
Because I don't think it's fair to use it afterwards and try to roll again.
I mean, in a lot of cases I wouldn't let you, but like in this particular case, all you're trying to do is not get seen by drakes. So
I mean, if you're letting me roll again, I will.
Hide.
Okay, I am hidden.
all right, they fly past, don't seem to notice you.
Okay.
We love our non-stealthy rock.
This lasts for an hour.
God damn it.
Well, you'll be stealthily walking beside us for the next hour, I suppose.
Yes.
Ease.
We wait until the drakes are like well out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And then keep walking, I guess.
Okay.
Why did that not take a spell slot? Oh, that's just part of me. I forgot. That's just something I can do. Once per long rest.
You're-
Never mind.
Well, when you look like a rock, you can blend in a lot of places.
Called camouflage.
It is merged with stone. And
Oh.
keep going. We're walking. I look like a boulder that's just casually moving with 2 people beside it.
Who seem remarkably not bothered by the boulder.
It's moving beside them.
I mean, you live in a fantasy universe and you're walking along with a non-hostile boulder. That's not so bad.
It's not too bad at all.
Especially
There are
considering
less
all the
walking
hostile
containers
rocks out
around.
there. All right. Well, looks like you find your way there without any other incidents.
Nice.
So this takes you to the main entrance to Blackfall, which is a giant granite door in the side of a mountain.
Hey, Iris, can you say hello to this granite?
Yes, I'm sure I could.
All right, talk to your cousin.
All right. Can you open up door?
Why is everything a cousin to you, Shiggy?
I'm from the south. Everything's a cousin.
Everything. If it ain't blood, if it ain't immediate family, it's most def at least a cousin.
All right.
Voice on the other side of the door says, "Well, that seems awkward." Who goes there?
Weary travelers.
What is your business?
Knowledge.
Shelter.
Religious research on my
All
quest
of-
to become a full-fledged paladin. I fib.
Okay, roll. Yeah, deception.
All right, we got to roll for deception.
No, it's just her.
I
She
Just her.
don't know who
rolled for
lied.
deception.
I just said I came here
Damn
for
it.
knowledge.
7. He doesn't know though. He can't see me, can he?
You don't know whether or not he can see you.
Whatever. I failed at lying.
Tell the truth. Come on now.
Okay, I'm actually already a paladin. I'm here to do some research on some arcane materials that we found.
Well, just as you say, milady, far be it from me to keep one of the church out.
That's a good lad.
The massive doors slide open to reveal like 20 dwarves in heavy plate mail with
Good
warhammers, and
Multiple lads.
up at the front, some guy who looks like he's pushing 300.
As boys.
And
Me
he
and boys
says,
protecting the city.
"Well, it's the first time in a long time someone implied I was young."
Why you don't want to stay over 200?
Oh, you
Bright looking
cat.
dude, my guy.
If you're trying to find your way to the library, you're going to want to take shaft number 3 on the right.
Thank you so much. And I I lift my hand and say, you shall be blessed by Lois. What's the god? Lois? How do you pronounce it? Lewis?
Lois?
Louise?
Luis?
Lois.
Griffin.
Lois
Okay,
Griffin.
you shall be blessed by the god Lois for your assistance on this day. I'm sure it makes them feel special because they're dwarves.
Why is there doors? What? Is that the patron saint of dwarves? What?
Dwarves. Okay, so Lois is like goddess of the earth and shit, right?
Ah, okay.
So that's gonna be, if they worship any god, that's probably gonna be the one.
Okay.
This is true.
Here in the
And that
capital,
was the god
especially.
of the-
Yes. Mm.
Yeah.
Of the politic order or paladin order that I was a part of.
Duly noted.
Therefore, Lois blesses you.
All right.
Well, since
No,
the
thank
city
you.
will have-
No response to that.
I mean,
No, obviously they don't feel special.
Oh,
It
no.
is
It is
scary.
up. It is up to the. It is up to
Huh?
the people if they choose to accept this blessing.
Uh,
Whether they choose to accept it is none of my business, however. So I'm gonna keep walking.
okay.
Keep it pushing.
To shaft number 3.
shaft number 3.
No eye contact. We're part of the church. We're above them.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's how churchly people are supposed to act. So it'd be
yeah.
very suspicious if I was going around all smiley, especially as a tiefling. Going around all smiley.
Yeah, especially
It'd be a little off-putting.
because So the roof is not very tall in here.
Oh,
Oh, but we're gonna be all hitting our heads, aren't we?
I mean, you're all at least hunched over. Because, well, the
I'm
capital
actually
technically accepts all sorts of people. This is primarily a dwarven city. So most their idea of a tall doorway is somewhere around 5'2".
yikes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely hunching this one.
I have to
Alright.
fold at the waist to get it through a door.
Bruh, I'm over here doing fucking squats in the door.
At least their doors are wide as hell, so I can get through pretty easily.
This is true.
That way.
They're very wide. Partially
Roll horizontally into the shaft.
Okay, not that
Fair.
wide.
Just doing a cannonball.
I
roll
mean,
through
you
the air.
probably could. So one of the things about building a city with underground tunnels primarily is that you, generally speaking, have to have enough room for two people to pass each other going either direction, generally while carrying stuff. So, yes, these tunnels tend to be rather wide.
Further action, Crystal is 5'2" exactly, so no hunch required. I'm just good.
Well, a little
Oh.
bit of hunch, because if you're 5'2" exactly, when you
You're
hit
like-
your head on the door,
Scraping the
Yeah.
roof.
you're just scraping it.
Just
the
a
top of your
slight,
head.
just a slight little bow of my head.
Well, in a fight, she'd be the only one not at a disadvantage. So let's keep that in mind and not make any eye contact, okay?
Yeah, let's just keep going.
As is the custom, the walls have little like balls of glowing green moss every so often, which are
Nice.
used as the primary lighting source. Count of the fact that, among other things, they don't consume oxygen by burning things underground.
Bless.
My God, that would be horrible.
No canaries needed.
Hmm.
Ah, God.
Yes, it's a well-known fact that dwarves get very testy if you start lighting fire.
Absolutely.
But don't they also have like some of the strongest alcohol?
What made you think that?
What does that have to do with anything?
There's a certain comic that I remember reading about dwarven alcohol being highly flammable because it's that
Whoa.
damn strong.
Helium is elsewhere right now, man.
Well,
that's a oxygen is a concern.
so make a history check.
Well, wait, for real? This isn't fiction?
Yeah.
Godspeed. I rolled
You-
a 7.
I,
I'm trapped.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. So
I'm not proficient, so
that's okay. This is more of a cultural thing than it is like obscure piece of history. It's actually fairly well known, especially because there are a lot of dwarves in this region, that dwarves do not, in fact, tend to drink. It's extremely dangerous to be working underground and be drunk. So, if you encounter drunken dwarves, they're, generally speaking, only above ground. And it's just deeply frowned upon.
Duly noted.
You're on
noted.
vacation.
Despite certain extra-dimensional stereotypes, they're not fond of explosives. They do not like you lighting fires. They don't like getting drunk. Or, more accurately, they don't like other dwarfs getting drunk.
You think tunnels are short 400 pounds? You're only half the man your mother was. Oh my God. Okay, Fro, how far away are we from this library?
Well, considering that she has never been here before, it would be hard for her to answer that question.
I
But
could ask someone if we pass by.
true.
Why?
Don't
What
you
do you
why
mean
me?
why?
We
I
have
don't know
we
where it
have to
is.
go to this library because of you.
We got time.
Oh, also, speaking of,
Mhm.
this library, I'm speaking to the group. This library, I will not be able to get either of you in under any normal circumstances. These are like restricted libraries. I mean, they'll have a general use section, I imagine, for the populace.
Mhm.
But if we want to go deeper in there and get the knowledge we're looking to get, Helium, I'm going to go ahead and say you probably can't go. And Crystal, if you want to go, you're going to need to disguise yourself in some type of way, make yourself really small. So I can. Like, can you turn into an animal? Is that something druids can do? I don't.
Oh, most definitely. Yes, indeed.
Okay, wonderful. If you, once we get there,
Yeah,
turn yourself into a tiny bird and sit in my pocket. And
we'll
shut
do.
the fuck up.
Okay.
Should be able to make this.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes.
Are we going directly to this library, or are we resting somewhere at a inn?
I mean, that's
We-
your choice. If you continue the direction you're going, you will eventually get there.
I
Look
say,
first, rest later.
yeah.
The Rock has spoken.
Dun,
Continue going.
dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun. Okay.
So after what you're guessing is like 20 or 30 different elevators and a lot of walking, you end up in a central area, which is basically like a large empty cavern space with a giant cylindrical building in the middle of it, which has a nice ornate set of double doors. They appear to be made out of white oak and emblazoned with Lois's symbol on each side. And there are two priests standing outside, just, smiling at random people that walk by, but not really doing anything else that you can tell. They probably are guarding the door, technically, but
All right. So let's not have Crystal change into a bird right in front of them.
No.
Let's
Yeah,
back
no.
off somewhere around a corner or something.
okay.
Crystal, go ahead.
I go ahead and I cast wild shape, and I turn into. Does it have to be a bird?
No, it just has to
It
be
has-
something small.
It's just be something like super small, dude.
No, I'm good with bird. Yeah, bird.
Okay. Any particular kind?
Uh, no.
Okay.
Mockingbird to mock
I
all
don't-
the religious people.
I don't really know a lot of birds. Me, hi, Iris. I don't know a lot of birds. So just a conveniently sized one. One of them basic bitches that you find out there. Sure, a blue jay. Yeah, a blue jay. If those are in canon.
Wait. A
Sure.
catbird.
No, there is no cat. But wait,
No, there are catbirds. They're-
is the catbird? Catbird?
Yeah, they're
What is-
they're
It
mockingbird.
doesn't matter what type of. What are we doing?
This is important. Wait, I need to know what catbirds are.
I
They're-
mean,
they're
I was
another
just
part-
asking in case she had a preference. So, it-
I asked.
I can't fit in her pocket as a catbird. I'll just be I'll be a blue jay. Boom, there.
yeah.
Okay. And I actually have Helium walk with me, and I tell him that he's going to be like waiting outside while we conduct our research. He can look around the plaza or whatever the fuck is in this large cavern
All right.
if he wants.
I can
But,
only stay in this form for an hour.
Well, we'll get in and out of there hopefully quickly. I walk up to the doors and clearly show them my robes and the fact that I am indeed a paladin of the church of Lois within the region of where the fuck did I say I was from?
York.
In
New
the region
York.
of York, correct. And that I'm here to do research on an arcane object that I found.
In fiction, before we did all this, I gave you my backpack that had all the scrolls and shit in it, so
Okay.
that way you can use them.
Yep.
Okay.
Do
Oh,
the two
welcome,
priests
sister.
prevent that from happening?
No. The one on the left just opens the door and motions you inside. So as libraries go, this one is kind of oddly designed. Specifically, there is a spiral staircase running the length of the outside of the room, which has bookshelves on either side of the railings. There's a small door which allows you to go into an inner chamber, which is basically just the other side of those bookshelves, which has a different set of books and another set of spiral staircases going along the inner side.
Considering what we're looking for, I assume what we're going for is the inner chamber.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you
Alright.
make me a religion check?
It's not going to end up well, given my... please.
Oh,
17.
okay. As you walk through the little archway there, you feel something look at you briefly, but it doesn't seem to see anything that interests it, whatever it was.
Can I look around to see if there's any visual indication of what looked at me?
You don't see anything.
I swear to God, if Lois is looking at me today of all days, I'm gonna go up there and kick her ass.
Kick your ass, God. I will.
Lois can keep her fucking eyes to herself. I'm just visiting. I'm a child of her church, visiting and trying to gain knowledge.
Okay.
This is me assuming that it's Lois. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Horus. I'm kidding.
Well, that would be an interesting turn of events. So what specifically are you looking for first?
That's a great question. Let's see. I kind of pull out the tablet and remind myself what's on it. Or like, what? I can't read it, right?
It's a bunch of demonic shit.
No, that was the tablet's primordial.
It's written in primordial and it has something to do with demons.
Yes. This is
I'm
true.
looking for a set of primordial books, if we can find any, like translations, histories.
Okay.
I don't fucking know what this is Crystal's thing. I'm just
Okay, then I want you to, well, you can't read it. Can
No,
people
I cannot.
just generally, can I just hang out on her shoulder?
That
Are we
probably
safe
is
You can
enough?
try it.
I want to hang out on her shoulder.
Okay.
Whatever, go for it.
And I am guiding Frel through these books, looking for anything that's written in primordial that has something to do with demons.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, the one thing I'm good
We
at.
got a
and
nat
I can't
20.
help. Oh, good lord.
All right.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, you see a tome which appears to be labeled "In the Beginning."
Oh no. Oh,
Now,
Lord.
keep in
Comma,
mind that we only
the
have
first fiends.
we only have an hour. I'm gonna need you to speed read, or I can try to sneak that book out of here. But I
Nah,
have a
fuck this
feeling
book.
that may not go super hot. I don't know. Am I in a restricted section at all?
Yes.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can't try. Or I don't
Okay.
want to try to remove this book, so fucking speed read it.
Okay, then I have Frel take out. Are we secluded? Are we in a secluded spot?
Not. I mean, a little bit because there's there's no windows, and there's only really one way in here. But you are just kind of standing on the ground floor, so anybody that walks by the archway that leads in here can just look in and see you.
And
So
is
it's
there
on the-
any?
It
It's on
actually
the ground floor,
occurs
or
to
do
you
we
now
go
that
up
you
the
think about it. One of the
staircase?
reasons that this place is a weird cylinder and has the restricted books right in the middle of it is probably precisely because that makes it super easy to just glance inside and see if there's someone in there doing something they shouldn't be.
Okay,
Assume
wonderful.
we're not.
So
assume
I'm
we're
gonna
not
pull the old
counted.
high school trick, okay? I'm gonna take a completely benign book. One that is not like hardly restricted at all. And I'm just gonna hold it with the restricted book inside it. And Crystal can read over my
This
shoulder.
tome big as fuck.
Damn
I've-
it,
So
never
yes,
mind.
we can make
I'm
it
joking.
happen.
I think it's fine for me to read the tome because obviously I was allowed in here. They just
Really, I was just wondering
It's
if there was
probably
a place
just
for you
like
to
trying
set
to
down.
take it with you. Have objections to.
yeah.
Really, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a place that we can be where we can set out these scrolls and whatnot, and I can just flit about on the table, read and try to cross reference my scrolls and whatnot. So that's what I want to do, and try to do that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, are there any tables to study at? There probably are.
But
Yeah,
whatever
there's
role I need to do to make this happen, to
there's
read.
a nice round table directly in the center of the room.
Okay.
Okay, I will move the chair so I am sitting with my giant back to the doorway. So if people glance in, they just see a diligent, studious paladin studying a book and not the bird in front of her.
That's
Yeah.
hide hentai in a math book level of bullshit. Oh my god.
So what do I have to do to make this
I'm big,
click
she's
for
small,
me?
it's great.
It's great. It's perfect.
And I'm just standing outside this library like bullshit's gonna happen. I just know it. Oh fuck.
Why don't you wander around and do something, like figure out something, learn where an inn is, do something useful. You hear my voice in your head.
Berating you as you know she would in person.
Well,
It's not that she's telepathic or anything. You just have been around her long enough.
No.
it kind of. Well, if that's the case. Well, you guys are like reading. I just decide. Well, if they're going to go have some fun, guess I should probably have some fun too.
Yes, that's
Fun, ordinary
this is
race.
fun. Yes, this is fun.
Alright, so for her.
I walk off. I just go walk off into the city square, and I try to just find something to get into.
I swear
Well-
to God, if we find him at some dwarven fucking brothel, I'm going to tear his ear off the way I drag him out of that building.
So, Jer, how do you want to do this? Who are we focusing on first?
Well, Shiki,
Mm-hmm.
you said that you had to go right about now, right?
Oh, I'm very interested now. Fuck
Oh
this.
God!
We're going to midnight because I don't have to take Bonnie to work tomorrow. I totally forgot, so I can technically stay up to midnight.
I don't sleep at night, so there. I have time to push this as well.
Wow,
It's
I
up
love
to you.
people being irresponsible. Let's go.
Yay!
Let's go, irresponsible crew.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, because all I was gonna do is play Master Duel in bed. So
You fucking nerd.
Well, I am in fact going to make the executive decision to call it there, however.
Okay.
The cliff, the cliffhanger.
Why God?
That is why.
Not Shiki going to be. Shiki's going to be the abridged Alucard. I'm going for a very
I'm going
exhilarating
for a walk.
walk. I can hear.
That's such a
I
line.
can hear Frel now, just like. So you went for a walk. Mm-hmm. And half the city exploded. Mm-hmm. On a walk. Mm-hmm. I cannot let you walk anywhere by
And
yourself
you
anymore.
rescued a police girl. Yes. With
Yes.
titties.
Yes. And you gave her a cannon. Yes. Why did you give her a cannon? Because bitches.
We needed
love
half
cannon.
the city to explode.
Bitches.
Integra, you got this. You understand this. Not casually saying, "Can I be police girl?" Well, I am a police officer, so
Well.
All right, well, DM has called it. We're done.
we're done
Alrighty
for the
then.
night.
Now I gotta drive 3 hours to Grand Rapids. This is a little
What?
fun. Huh?
Aha! So, I mean, oh, excuse me.
I go on a drive.
All right.
Ideal
Well,
Mia.
bye.
Well,
Grab a
like,
Well,
monster and
I
get
was-
driving, I guess.
We're good. Oh, I don't need to sleep. I wasn't kidding when I said I'm very much completely used to staying up till 7 a.m. without a problem. Thanks to my casino job. So I will be a-okay. Yep. I'll have my tunes, my podcasts, whatnot. It'll be grand. But yay, I'm so happy this was our first thing into the thing and we did it. Yay!
Yeah, I think it went
And
pretty
then we
well.
do the thing again next week. Yay!
As
Now,
long as nothing goes wrong.
Iris and Fanta, I believe you're not really doing any regular streaming presently, apart from this. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Not much, no.
And probably based off of today's performance, not even this streaming.
I see. Yeah,
Yes.
so
we're gonna get Iris on
ISPs.
YouTube videos.
Either
My
way,
internet
why you
is
ask?
having a stroke. Yeah.
How about you, Shigi? What have you got coming up this week?
For me, well, I will be off Tuesday and Wednesday, and I will be back same frat house time, same frat house place this Thursday, and we shall be kicking it to probably Tim on Thursday, and then we're gonna bring back Final Fantasy Friday, and of course on Saturday, you know how it is. We have our starting left guard right here who leads the team in pancakes. VTuber College Football. And then on Sunday, after the game, I will probably stream a little bit of Fortnite, if not Master
Self
Duel.
promo? Was this a self promo moment? Why does it sound like a self promo moment?
It is something.
Dare ask what I was, yeah,
Okay.
dare ask what I was doing.
Self promo.
All right. I didn't know. I'm back on
Yeah.
Twitter. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'll be doing shenanigans on Twitter, but that's probably as consistent as I'll ever get ever
Yeah, okay.
in doing
Yeah.
anything.
Wait,
We'll
Kid
definitely keep an
Iris-
eye out for you.
Iris, do you want to be a part of Unsafe So Review one day?
Who?
That's me
Monday?
and two. No, Unsafe So Review. Wait, did I just get 300?
Did you get 300?
I got 300!
Hey! Congratulations, Shiki.
Let's go! Bust out the
Thank
balloons!
Thank you for the 300! Thank you!
You guys are awesome.
Hey! Thank
Let's
you.
go.
300.
300.
Please stop. Please stop squirting in my mouth. Please stop doing that.
Okay, I gotta
What?
go. It seems
Weird.
it's time to hit the old dusty
All right,
trail like,
yeah.
right now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God.
I will catch everyone later, and
Oh,
hope
Yeah,
you
catch
have a
you on
good
the flip
evening.
side. Bye!
Bye guys. Fuck.